What's up, everybody? We're back in this thing, man. This is Let That Be Known podcast, man. We're here to talk about everything that's going on in the NFL playoffs, man. Get in. But without further ado, here's my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, fam? This your boy John. Man, yeah, make sure y'all grab yourself something to drink. Sit back, relax. Let that be known. Sports. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. It's been a wild one, man. As we predicted, this playoff is wide open, man. It's been, it's been a wild one, man. Teams that no one saw coming at the beginning of the season. No one saw the Bears coming. No one definitely saw the Patriots coming. Especially lasting this far on into the season. So I mean, nobody saw Denver going this far in the playoffs. So man, this has been a true. Any team can win it this year. It's been a definition of that, and we have finally narrowed it down. There's 4 teams left in the playoffs. We know who now will appear in the conference championship. In the AFC, we got the New England Patriots and the Broncos. In the NFC, we have Seattle Seahawks and we have the Rams. And those teams there will be facing off, I believe, next week. And man, nobody's seen Seahawks coming, but their defense is legit. Their defense has carried them, as well as Denver's defense. So man, it's been something to behold. It's been something to watch. But Denver, we're gonna tackle the breaking news of Denver quarterback. Bo Nix is out for the season, broken foot, and I just gotta say it, man. I believe Denver days are numbered. I believe their season might be done along with their quarterback. Um, we shall see. If that defense great, we'll see. So we'll see. If they can win in spite of Bo Nix, that tells you a lot. If you can go in and win a conference championship without your starting quarterback, that tells you a lot. So, but no hate here. Shout out to them for making it this far. Um, Also, man, the whole elite quarterback thing. Can we just finally put that to bed? Can we just finally do that? The whole top 5, top 3 thing. Can we just finally put that to bed? We watched Josh Allen piss down his leg 2 or 3 times in the Denver Broncos game. I mean, hot piss, rolling down his leg. Who's supposed to be a top 2, top 3 quarterback in the league? He did everything he can do to get that game away. I mean, he dropped his purse 2 or 3 times. He carrying the purse like a lady. I'm saying, come on, dog. Tuck the dog on football. So we know how that went. He needed a shower. Man, what's your thoughts on these playoffs, man?
Stupid. Man, this has definitely been one of the more interesting playoff runs, man. As of late. Uh Typically previously, you kind of had a lock on one or two teams that could take it all, but this playoff run is up in the air with all the injuries and supplies players who's appeared and the ones who, as Dan said, pissed down their leg. It's a toss up. It really is the best team on that day. Um I know, because typically we'll say, it's the going thing to say, but in this particular playoff run, that is very much the case. We seen that in the last game here, uh, before we went live with the Rams and the Bears, man. They just pissed it away. They had it, and then the Rams, they just capitalized off of it.
Too much
Um,
nail polish.
Too much net. And nail polish got a little slick on the ball and threw a pick, and that was the ball game. That was all she wrote. I mean, he wrote. Um,
Somebody, somebody say he changed his nail color in halftime. I said, man.
oh man, that's rough. But yeah, man. It's definitely, like I said, one of the most interesting ones. Like even with Denver, yeah, they made it to the AFC playoff championship, but it's at the cost of their quarterback, their starting quarterback, and so they have Stidham that's supposed to start in his place. And last time I checked, he wasn't all that great. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Sean Payton does with him and what type of system and packages they run with him.
I think they run the same thing.
Is Stidham mobile like that? Gumbo was kind of mobile.
I mean, he just escaped pressure, but I don't think they get away from what they do because their whole offense isn't built around Bo Nix. But it ain't like Bo Nix is going out there and he tossing 4 touchdowns a game. So they're not going to ask him to do the same. They're going to ask him to do the same thing. Hey, we're going to ask you to go out here and throw a ton of touchdowns. Go out
Well,
here, manage the game like Bo do.
but the thing is, they do have run packages for Bo.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna take that out. I mean, if the guy can't
So
run it, but I'm saying as far as his responsibility, it's gonna be the same as Bo Nix. They're not gonna ask him to go out there
yeah,
and
yeah. I'm
command the
not saying
offense.
yeah. It's still be a game manager role, but there are some you still have to do it to that quarterback strength. So um okay, he said that Stedham is kind of like Brady, so he's just like a statue. Um okay, I guess but man, one of the more interesting games of today was this Houston and this New England game. This turnover fiasco here. I don't think I've ever seen that many turnovers in a in a game. Of course, CJ Stroud, everyone's favorite, had 4 picks on today. Um, Drake May had 1 pick. How many fumbles it was? Because that was like the biggest thing.
Uh,
Um,
let's see here.
see, Houston had what, 4 fumbles?
hmm That man Stroud threw 4 picks.
Okay, so Houston had okay, so they only had 1 fumble, but then New England had 4 fumbles
And an interception.
and interception. But them picks that CJ Stroud and all
They were
4 picks was in the first half.
That's what I'm saying. They were brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's I don't I mean when is the jury going to be out on CJ Stroud now? Because you remember at one point he was top 5 according to some people.
Man, they throw everybody up there. They throw if you have one good season, you're top 3, you're top 5. They put Jalen Hurts up there. They had CJ Stroud up there. They had Jaden McDaniels up there. They had Josh Allen up there. He constantly pissed on himself in the playoffs every year, and he's still up there. I
So is he? Do you think he's the biggest disappointed in this playoff year run?
Yeah, look how he played.
I
Look at
agree
how he
because
played.
I mean you have everybody out the way. You have Mahomes out the way. You have uh what's the boy from Cincinnati? Burrow. You have him out the way.
I mean,
You have
he's another one. He had one Super Bowl run and ain't done nothing since, and he's top 2, top 3. And it's like, come on, guys. Josh Allen, granted, he didn't have the best team, but granted, you didn't do nothing to put your team over the top. It
Hmm.
ain't like, man, we won or we lost because the team wasn't good. No, y'all lost because Josh Allen didn't play well.
Nah, that's a fact, man. How many turnovers did he have this game? Because he had quite a few. I remember. Where is it
I
at?
think he had 2 fumbles.
Two, two. I know he had two picks.
I think he had 2 fumbles. I know James Cook fumbled.
Oh, so he had three fumbles.
He
Josh
had
Allen
three.
by
He had
himself,
three.
he had three fumbles and
I
those
knew
two
I.
picks.
I knew I smelled. I seen Pierce out there. I knew it. And this supposed to be an elite quarterback. You go in the playoff game, you fumble the ball 3 times, and then you throw picks on top of that.
Yep. Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to y'all, man, in the chat, man. It's a Hawk fan
Uh,
for life. He said another crazy Bears game. Respect the Bears gonna be a problem for years. Okay, we shall see.
so see, but respect for their playoff run though. Respect. They
Hey,
came out. They came out of nowhere and
hey, we gonna
definitely they shocked a lot of people for sure.
yeah, no for
They
sure.
played. They had a great season.
Yeah. And he said I was so surprised so many picked the Texans that offense had struggled all year.
They was just banking on the defense, man. The
That
defense had been
defense.
great so long all year, man, and they were just just thinking that the defense can do enough to get them over the top. And all CJ had to do was manage the game,
Yeah.
and that's what they was hoping that would happen. But when you have a great defense, you just want to make sure you do your job and not lose the game. And CJ
Right.
Stroud lost that game for them.
Facts. No, that's for sure, man.
What did he say on there?
Who?
We missed one.
Let me see who we
Somebody
missed.
says Josh. Somebody just Josh Allen. He crying at home right now.
Now, oh yeah,
Man, Josh was crying in the locker room.
he bro on that. He crying came into the up to the podium, crying doing it
And I seen that he up there
post
crying
conference.
doing the post game interview. He up there crying. What you crying for? You should have been out there crying when you was handing the ball to the other team. That's when you should have been crying. You should have been crying on the sideline.
That man had 5 turnovers by himself. Yeah, man, that's
Somebody should have been in there. Hey man, wipe all this snot up, man. All in tears and snot, wipe that crap up. Ball game over.
oh man. And he said Ben has got Caleb right. Yeah, I mean, because the jury was out on Caleb prior to this season. Now we'll see what's going forward if that's gonna, since the tape is out on him for this season, we're gonna see how
They
he
protect Caleb.
adjusts
They protect Caleb very well. It's because of
after
the
that
run
last
game.
series.
Not
That
the last year.
last,
But I'm saying this year they did a great job because Caleb is a daredevil. So
mm-hmm,
if you
which
just
showed
turn
on the
him,
last drive.
if you turn him loose, he can hurt himself. So they have been doing a good job all year of protecting him
Mhm.
from himself, and that's by having a very very good run game. And so, but this, it came to an end. You know,
Yeah,
but he's definitely talented though.
yeah. And
Much
so
Stroud out there giving it away like it's Thanksgiving turkey drive.
man,
No cap.
hey, you let it.
Man, that man CJ Stroud's out there like Oprah. You get a ball, you get a pick. You get a pick. That man was out there. I was like, man, is Oprah playing? I didn't
Man,
see no I didn't see no Kangles out there, so I didn't
nah, that man was giving up that rock like like water.
that man.
I
Shout
got
out.
Cowboy and Avery Kinch. think they've been through it before. I appreciate y'all rocking with us. Make sure y'all hit that likes and subscribe button. Appreciate y'all rocking with us.
That man Stroud, man, I don't know what happened. I
Mm-hmm.
heard Cowboys are going after David Bailey in the draft. Hey man, it's a lot of great defensive ends in this draft, man. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
mad at it. I would not be mad at that.
Hey, we
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 need
need
all
help
the
at
help
all three levels.
we
So
can get.
if hey, we can get the guy in here and he can plug and play it at backer. Or I'm not sure what if he's going to be an edge in the league or not.
I,
Oh,
I think he'd be.
cause he could be an edge. He about 6'3", 250. So yeah, so I can see that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Caesar, man. Appreciate the subscription. Let's see,
Man,
man.
you have that man. His arm is ridiculous. Only probably 5 QBs that could make some of the throws. Now, Caleb Williams is talented for sure.
Talent.
The
But that
talent
what?
has the talent has never been the issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's his doggone brain. What's between his shoulders? Some of his decision making has been. He can make every throw,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes that arrogance gets him in trouble. And I
Facts.
always say, man, it's QBs with the arm arrogance, the throwing arrogance.
Mm-hmm.
They rely so much on their talent instead of the IQ of what the defense is doing, what the defense is seeing. He might see somebody in double coverage, but he thinks he can make that throw. And he tries to squeeze it in the tight window and gets himself
Mm-hmm.
in trouble. So um we'll see though, but no, I won't take that from him. He's definitely talented. Yeah, we said that Kevin, shout out to Kevin, man. We said me and John was talking about that, man.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson should have took the points. Uh in the first half, man, he kept trying to go for it and man, it didn't end well, man.
Yeah. For
Margin of
sure.
error cable is still ice, man. Good, crazy game. Now Caleb is definitely talented, man. We should see what the Bears do going forward. Should y'all keep Pickens? Without a doubt. I think that's without question.
Yes,
The
sir.
offense of the Cowboys isn't the issue. And we signed Pickens. I mean, you had Pickens go over 1,000, CD went over 1,000, Javonte Williams went over 1,000, Dak had 4,000. It's this putrid defense we got. Once Jerry died, I think the curse will be on. Man, I don't, man, True Grizzly, man, I don't know how this man is living as long. I don't know who organs he on got or what blood he drinking. But man,
He winning. I'd say that. He is winning.
save some life for the rest of us. Sheesh.
Man. Mm-mm-mm. Man, looks like we already in the fan takeover early, huh?
My gosh.
Oh man.
Jerry's not making deals with the devil. He's new age, Josh and Favre. For sure, for sure. And
Yep.
I often say that Brett Favre was like that. Brett Favre definitely a risk taker, gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
He thought, man, it ain't a throw I can't make. I don't care what you in, and he was gutsy enough to try to throw. And
Right.
when it was on, it was on. It looked great. But when it was off, it was off.
It was all.
And man, it ended up in a lot of interceptions, a lot of turnovers,
Yeah.
so but Ben Johnson this year did a good job of trying to limit that for Caleb, understanding that that's a weakness of his. His same strength can also be a weakness, because he is so talented or has a talented arm. He doesn't understand that some throws I just don't need to do. Like I don't need to put the team in harm's way like that. You know. So, but the Bears are definitely heading in the right direction though.
That's for sure, man. He said, I think Josh Allen's ceiling is over. If you can't beat Bo Nix without Mahomes in the playoffs, you are not winning when Mahomes get back into the playoffs.
I don't think Josh was ever that good.
But that they've been touting him that as that.
I mean, he had some really good seasons, but I'm saying throughout his playoff career, he's never been that good. He's just never been criticized for his play just the same with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson sucks in the playoffs. He just gets a pass. It's a lot of quarterbacks that don't have success in the playoffs. They just give him a pass. Brock Purdy put up 6 points yesterday.
Talk about it.
They had 6 in a playoff game. And he's supposed to be freaking top 10.
Let's talk about that game, man, because that game, it didn't go nothing like how people thought that game was going to go.
I knew the 49ers were going to lose. Now, I didn't think they're going to lose
in this faction.
I didn't think they're going to lose like that.
But they got dog walked.
Boy, they got to a new one, boy.
Straight dog walk.
Boy.
And it was not pretty.
They got to a new one. They came in the stadium with the boom box and everything, man. They left, man. They left naked.
Yeah. Boom box, they didn't want to play no more. After that, yeah, Brock Purdy, man, 15 to 27, 1 interception. That was it. And then, okay, did CMC get hurt?
I don't know. Hey, Chad, let us know. Did CMC get hurt during the 49ers game?
Okay. And why y'all letting us know, man?
This is the Fan Takeover.
Man, we're in the Fan Takeover, man.
What they say? Let me see. Okay, so True Grizzly fan say he got hurt. Okay, because I was wondering why it had Brock Purdy as the leading rusher, even though it was just 37 yards. But I was wondering.
That's what you call running for your life.
Okay, and True Grizzly fan also said that the Niners had too many injuries.
They had some big time injuries. I won't take that from them. But man, in the playoffs, man, to lose that bad, to only put up 6 points, and to give up 40.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
I didn't have the 49ers winning.
Yeah. 49ers were all hard, no talent in that game. That defense killed them. I don't think he did. So he's putting it on the defense.
I mean, I put it on the team. The defense gave up 40 of them things, but your quarterback gave you nothing on offense. He had 0 touchdowns. They had 6 points.
Man, okay. True Grizzly fans say I think Mac Jones is the better QB over Brock. What do y'all say, chat?
I don't know. I think they can be one of the same if they have a healthy team. I think if the 49ers
both game managers.
I think they both manage the game well if the team is healthy. You know, neither one of them is just special at anything, at any one thing.
Right.
You know, they're not gonna come out and just light you up, you know. So
man, see, I fell asleep in the third. Yeah, you might well gonna get you a good nap out of that. Yeah.
Man, don't waste your sleep on that mess.
He said, remember that the tight end is gone and the best LB is done for the year. Don't forget the wide receiver core was all hurt too.
Yeah, I know they had injuries, but 6 points.
You still a professional football player.
I'm not saying they were supposed to win, but you couldn't get in the end zone one time. even in garbage time, one time you can get in the zone. Because in garbage time, I'm pretty sure the Seattle Seahawks were playing prevent. So I'm pretty sure all the underneath passes was open. You can easily march down the field.
Let me see how many sacks they had that game. Let me see.
I'm not saying that the 49ers were supposed to win or they were supposed to put up a ton of points, but man, not to get in the end zone in a playoff game, not one time, that's tough. That's tough, man.
Oh yeah, they was only sacked like twice. So
no, it wasn't due to sack. It's just poor quarterback play.
Yeah, that just ain't no way around that. I thought it was, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't like he got sacked 5-6 times or something like that, and you know.
No, like he said Seattle defense punched them dead both in their
Yeah, man, we know what happened after do that.
Yep.
Ain't nothing else to say. You can't see.
What does it say? Kevin Underwood. The only star that shines in Dallas is Jerry Jones. Just like the Los Angeles lazy LeBron James is there for more support. Game over. I'm not quite sure how that correlates. Kevin. I mean, I agree with the first part of the statement that the only star that does shine is Jerry Jones here because that's the way he designed and set that up. But for LeBron, I don't quite get that part.
I mean, LeBron is 41, still averaging 20. I don't know what you guys want from him. I mean, he's not in his prime no more. He can't carry a team anymore. He is just a supporting player at this point in time in his career. I mean, but right. the guys is 40, like 41. Like I don't know what you are looking out of a 41-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, unless they could tell me another 41-year-old that's doing that.
I don't know any other 40-year-old one who's ever played this well.
Yeah.
But he's not a go-to guy. He's not a number one option anymore. No. Them days are gone. Them days been gone 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, he's not a number one option guy no more. He is a supporting guy. He is there for moral support. Like, I'm here to support you. You know, so like, no, I mean, I know y'all hate LeBron, but you know.
Like it's True Grit's the fan saying he agreed, but emotionally when Kittle got hurt, they checked out. Yeah, but you're in the playoffs, bro.
You're in the playoffs, dog. And Brock Purdy, this ain't his first rodeo.
Mm-mm.
So, like, you know, I understand that can be, you know, a mental hit or emotional hit, but like, you still got to fight.
Facts.
You know, you can't come out there and want to tuck it all in and say you don't want to fight no more. Like, nah.
That's the playoffs. You lose, you go home. So
you gotta fight, man. Like, not getting in the end zone, not one time. That's unacceptable. And I have a question too. Is Kyle Shanahan, is he overrated?
Oh,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Kyle Shanahan isn't a good coach, but where people have him ranked, and him not hoisting up a Lombardi trophy, but still be ranked there, is he overrated?
Ooh, drop your answers in the chat. And you know, it's another a crazy observation as well. And how Dallas always has that stigma on them that we haven't won a championship in 30 years.
Well, you know, they bring that up, but it's also other teams.
Like the 49ers.
The 49ers ain't won in years, too.
And actually, it's been longer for them than it has been for us.
Can't tell them that.
So y'all drop that in the chat.
Well, all I hear is this Kyle Shanahan. Lamb let y'all down this year. No, man. Did you see our defense? We ranked last in everything.
Everything? everything.
Did you see the Cowboys this year? You see how many points we gave up? We was averaging almost giving up 40. No,
Wow.
it ain't nobody on the offense side of the ball fault. Everybody who played the Cowboys had a career year or game on the Cowboys. True Grizzly say no, Kyle Shanahan is a good coach, went to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl, is a good coach, can't help to losing Mahomes. I'm not saying that he's not a good coach. Let me repeat that again. I said, is Kyle Shanahan, is he overrated? I'm not saying that he's not a good coach, but where they have him ranked as one of the top coaches in the league, around the top 5, top 3 coaches in the league, and not to win a Super Bowl. Is he on the level? No, he's great because he's never really had a good quarterback. He's getting there with below average QBs.
I'm confused. Is Brock Purdy a top 10, top 5 quarterback? Or is he not? Because first chance they get, he's a top 5, top 10 quarterback.
Well, they constantly put him in the top 10. So
top
I'm saying,
10.
Okay,
So,
if he's not top 10, okay, we can have that conversation. But we have seen teams win Super Bowls with game managers. This is nothing new.
Okay. So True Grizzly say not overrated. He's top 5.
Okay.
Okay. Give us your top 5 coaches, True Grizzlies. Drop that in the chat.
Who would you put up? Who are y'all top 5? Everybody, who the top 5 coaches in the NFL right now?
And he did say Brock is caca.
hey, they say he boo-boo this year, but they've been bigging him up. Wasn't he an MVP candidate not too long ago? When everybody was saying he was top 10, top 5. Now they saying he dookie water, man. Boy, how they turn on you, Brock. Top 10 coach, top 10 QB was San Fran.
See,
I would definitely give him top 10 coach.
But Greg's is saying that Purdy is top 10.
What we seen yesterday.
But yesterday didn't show top 10 to me.
So was yesterday him not being able to score a touchdown? Was that on Purdy or was that on Kyle Shanahan?
Oh.
Was the offense of the 49ers only getting 6 points? Was that on Brock Purdy or was that on Kyle Shanahan? Because 6 points.
Okay, so if that's the case, so True Grizzly, if you say Brock is trash, then you got to say that that's on Shanahan, right?
I mean, 6 points in a playoff game is wild. Especially with a top 5 coach. And it's on the team with all their injuries. I'm not saying they're supposed to win. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the 49ers are supposed to win. I had them losing. I'm saying getting 6 points is what we're talking about.
Not even a touchdown.
They didn't get a touchdown. Not even in garbage time. You couldn't put together a drive. I think Kyle's missing on that top 10 QB in the draft class.
But they just paid Purdy, so y'all stuck with Purdy.
You're gonna have to ride with Purdy for at least a couple more years, man.
Yes. And then on top of that, this draft class, this is not the class for quarterbacks.
They didn't come out of there. Next year it's gonna be loaded. Next year draft class is gonna be loaded with QBs. But this year, it's not gonna be. It's not. If you need a quarterback, this ain't the year. He said he was never a Brock fan.
So where would you put Shanahan?
He said he got Shanahan, I think, top 5. Was he say top 5? Or was it somebody else?
So Greg have him as a top 10 coach,
Okay.
as well as Brock. But then True Grizzly said he was never a fan of Brock.
I mean, a team with all the injuries against the top 10 defense is not a good game. I mean, I understand they had injuries, but to have a top, quote unquote, people say an elite coach, you can't score one touchdown. One.
Yeah. Okay, so C said he's a top 10 coach.
I would agree.
Can't argue with that one. But then he said Brock to me is similar to Dak. You got the best out of them as QBs, but they have a ceiling.
I don't think Dak would have scored. I think Dak would have scored more than 6 points.
Yeah.
Dak's never had a playoff game like that. I've never seen a playoff game where Dak didn't score. Never seen a playoff game where he didn't score. We never walked away from a playoff game like, man, we couldn't score one touchdown? Like, God, dog. Not one? You couldn't get us in there one time? I've never seen that.
And he said, I don't think Dak would won that playoff game. He's won a couple. But he ain't never played like that.
No, Dak ain't never played like that. Dak can't win the big game. I guess Purdy can't either. I guess Josh Allen can't either. I guess Lamar Jackson can't either. I guess Josh Burrow can't win either. Those are all quarterbacks who ain't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he said Dak has never had a game where he didn't have any offensive weapons.
But you
have y'all seen it? This defense. Tell me any other quarterback in the playoffs now that had a defense as bad as that.
They ain't gonna be able to answer that because they don't. They don't have the last ranking defense. Dallas has their defense is ranked last.
And even the last time when they was in the playoffs, they defense gave up 40.
Almost 50.
Gave up almost 50.
It was 48 points.
So Dak would have to score 50 points. Show me any other quarterback that's having to score 50 points to win a game. Don't worry, I'll wait.
We never been in a game where the defense was just cooking and we like, man, Dak ain't giving us nothing. Our games generally go, Dak would have got it close to throwing the pick to when y'all would have had hope. Dak would have got it close.
I guess he basically saying Dak would have got it closer, but then would have lost it with a pick.
Like Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and all the rest of the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow went to the Super Bowl. I'm talking about winning, man. If you ain't won a Super Bowl, you ain't won nothing.
You're in the same boat with everybody else. Over the last 10 years, there's only been one quarterback.
Two.
Mahomes, then you have Stafford.
I mean, Jalen Hurts won one, but you know he took push that way. But
yeah,
we don't count.
Oh yeah, we got a Eagle fan in the chat.
I'm an Eagle fan,
Nickens,
and I don't like either. What'd he say?
Oh, let me put it back up.
But respect to him.
Yes.
Shout out. But unless you won a Super Bowl, man, y'all talking about Dallas not scoring, that has to do with the offense. Only nothing with Dallas defense. No, we're saying Dallas score points.
Points.
We give it right back up, is what we're saying. Our defense is ranked last. So if we score a touchdown, the defense is giving the touchdown right back. That's what we're saying.
The defense is allowing 32 points a game. So that means you have to score at least 40 a game to have a chance to win.
Put this in preference. This year, Russell Wilson had 500 yards on our defense in one game. That's a passing game. 500 yards on our defense. Just to show you how bad our defense was. We didn't fire a defensive coordinator for nothing.
Facts. He said Dak has a top 5 defense and pass and couldn't win the big game.
Tell me how the defense played in the playoffs.
Go and look up those games.
Go look up the games in the playoffs and tell me how many points the defense gave up.
I guess Dak is like Tony Romo.
I mean, hey, Dak ain't won nothing. I ain't put Dak up there. Dak hadn't won nothing. But I also say neither has Josh Allen, neither has Lamar Jackson, neither has Joe Burrow, neither has Brock Purdy, and I can just keep going on and on and on of all these quarterbacks who you guys put up there in top 5, top 10, haven't won anything. That's what we don't need to do.
What has he shown?
Dallas had a top 3 offense this year. If we can get a defense to match the offense, we will be fine.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals need Arch Manning.
Remember Dak having came close to NFC Championship game. Dak only won one playoff game.
Well, Dak has 2 playoff games. No, Dak hasn't gone to an NFC Championship game. In closing of that, how many quarterbacks who are playing now have won a Super Bowl? I can care less about NFC games, AFC games. What matters, what everybody play for, is a Super Bowl. If you don't win a Super Bowl, you did not win this year.
Oh, Caesar said Hurts is a bum.
God,
you hear that, Greg? What you guys say about that? He said your quarterback a bum.
God,
jeez. Now that he's okay play, he's a bum. Oh my goodness.
He played pretty bad this year, man. I
ain't gonna fight him on it, man.
And the Eagles had a really good defense this year. But man, that offensive side of the ball for the Eagles, man, they put that ball in Jalen Hurts' hand, man. He could not deliver. They took away the run game and forced Jalen Hurts to have to go out there and Dak is not on the same level as Lamar Jackson. Lamar and Josh have went to conference championship game. Dak has only won 1 playoff game. Dak has won 2 playoff games.
And Lamar has not been to no conference championship game.
Lamar has not been to a conference championship game. Lamar and Josh Allen both constantly piss in the bed in the playoffs. Year after year after year, they get in the playoffs and they lose. Just like Dak Prescott. They lose. If you're not winning a Super Bowl, you lose it.
Yep.
No, you want your QB to at least win the conference championship game to see their ceiling. And what I'm saying, Dak is not even close. He's getting older. No, what I want my quarterback to do is reach a Super Bowl. I want to win a Super Bowl. I don't want to get to a conference championship just to have a bad draft pick and no Super Bowl trophy to show.
He said he's a Super Bowl MVP. Bum that.
Greg taking up for his quarterback, man.
That's right, Greg. Take over your quarterback, man. Mr. Tush Push.
Man.
Take up for him.
Lamar was in the conference championship last year. I don't think they got out the second round last year.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't know how accurate that is, Greg.
Yeah.
I don't know. See that.
Let me see.
Okay, he reached one in 2023 and lost to Pat Mahomes. So that made Lamar Jackson 3-5 in the playoffs. So Lamar Jackson got one more win than Dak Prescott has. Dak has 2 wins in the playoffs. Lamar has 3.
Wow, that's impressive.
And Lamar just got his coach fired.
Oops.
It's been Super Bowl MVPs that have had one good game and never been heard of again. That is true. That's true. That is true. It's been Super Bowl MVPs that, you know, we've seen and, you know, hadn't heard of them and heard from them. I guess he's talking about Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I'm an Eagles fan. I know ball.
No, just not
just my team.
Let them know, Greg. Let them know. So, Fox Cowboys here. Yeah, San Francisco to 19 points in the playoffs, and Dak could not score over 20. Well, I don't think we are absolving Dak.
I didn't say Dak was some great quarterback. What I'm saying is Dak would have scored more than 6 points is where we started. And what I'm saying is Dak loses in the playoffs just like the other quarterbacks. Dak loses in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson loses in the playoffs. Josh Allen loses in the playoffs. Joe Burrow loses in the playoffs. We can just go on and on and on of all the quarterbacks that lose in the playoffs. We say, oh man, they made it to a conference championship and they lost in the playoffs. Unless you're winning a Super Bowl, you are losing.
I guess you haven't heard GG. Yeah, Bo Nix, I think he broke some bones in his ankle and so required surgery. So I think they're supposed to be having surgery this upcoming week. So must been something.
He out for the season.
Yeah, so
it's not looking good for the Broncos at this moment. We'll see how elite their defense can be. But we shall see. That's a tough break for the Broncos.
Yeah.
Lamar saved Harbaugh job when he was a rookie. Harbaugh can't help Lamar get over the hump.
I'm sorry, do Harbaugh have one of them things?
Harbaugh got a ring. Lamar Jackson.
That was before Lamar, right?
Jackson,
I don't know.
Lamar Jackson got that man fired. Because if Lamar can't run, he look average. Only thing special about Lamar is his ability to run. He is super elusive.
When you see he's a little nicked up and he was forced to be a pocket quarterback this year, you see how that looked. They say Dak has some stinkers like they didn't even know how to play. But they put up more than 6 points.
They put up more than 6 points. And I'm not excusing Dak from bad playoff performances. So don't get us wrong here. We have constantly said Dak has not, played great in the playoffs. But we also said he's not the only quarterback that loses in the playoffs.
Like they making it.
He's the only quarterback that gets crucified for losing in the playoffs. but he's not the only quarterback that consistently loses in the playoffs.
Check this out, chat. On this week, if y'all watch the 4-letter or the 3-letter networks, look at the narratives they have for Brock Purdy, for Josh Allen, for CJ Stroud, and who else lost like that? Let me see who else was that lost. And Caleb Williams. Look at the narratives they're gonna have around those compared to what the narrative is around Dak. Just pay attention this week. If y'all watch the 4-letter networks or the 3-letter networks, watch what their answers and analysis is going to be.
Or even watch the excuses they had for Lamar Jackson.
Facts.
They couldn't get off their knees on Lamar Jackson for not making the playoffs.
I like y'all channel, but with all due respect, y'all missing information on certain topic. I'm no Lamar fan, but I understand the situation. What misinformation?
Lamar Jackson got 3 wins in the playoffs. John Harbaugh got a ring before Lamar Jackson got there. Lamar Jackson consistently loses in the playoffs. What misinformation is that? Tell me where I'm wrong.
Not this one.
Thank you, Greg. Greg, thank you. It's Super Bowl or bust. If you do not win the Super Bowl, you didn't win this year. It's that simple. Not saying that you didn't have a good season. Yes, you can have a good season and not win a Super Bowl. But if you didn't win a Super Bowl, you lost this year. You didn't reach your goal. The goal for every team when the season starts is to have a chance to win a Super Bowl. It's to win. It's not to make it to a conference championship. I don't want to just make it to a conference championship and then lose. I want to play for a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. If we do not do that, we lost this year. I'm not going to say, well, man, shoot, he made it to an AFC, he made it to the NFC championship. No, Negro, we lost. Yes, they did have a great defense, but the offense was putrid.
Yeah.
I guess they thought Lamar was going to be legendary like that. I guess he ain't as legendary.
And so remember, Joe Flacco was about to get Harbaugh fired. Remember?
And yeah, until Harbaugh won with him. You remember that? That same Joe Flacco? Somehow Harbaugh got the best out of him and got a ring out of that.
The thing is, they changed Lamar playing style the last 4 years. He is not going to win like that, especially not in the AFC.
See, they have no choice because he keeps getting banged up. They have to change his style. He cannot continue to run the ball the way he was in the past. That's why he's having so many injuries season after season because of his play style. So they was trying to change his style, but that just doesn't fit Lamar. Lamar is not a pocket quarterback. He's never been a pocket quarterback.
And he's also getting older, so you can't keep taking those hits like that.
He's not going to be able to change. That's just who he is. It's the same with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not a pocket quarterback. Jalen Hurts is better when he's able to run. When he's doing run pass options and stuff like that, Jalen Hurts is good at that. Now, if you just want him to drop back in the pocket, play out the play, it's not going to be good. But Lamar Jackson is kind of in a role where he has no choice but to change his play style.
He said Lamar gets killed in the media every year. No. Now when you have you got 4 MVPs.
Something like that. 3 or 4.
And that's by the media? Isn't that voted by the media?
Yeah, the media have a big vote on that. The media ain't killing Lamar Jackson. They continue to make up excuses. Remember after the one that Chill Flacco got, Flacco was about to get Harbaugh fired. They let Lamar start in the second half of the season. Lamar saved Harbaugh coaching job, and then got him fired because Lamar's ceiling looks a little low too. See this? When I said you misinformed, Harbaugh was about to get forced after they won the chip in 2012. Flacco did nothing after the Super Bowl championship. Yes, because Flacco wasn't very good. That's why Flacco didn't. Flacco wasn't a very great quarterback. Flacco was decent.
He was never touted as a great quarterback either.
No one ever said Flacco was some world beater. But somehow John Harbaugh got him to help them get to a championship. Now in comes Lamar Jackson, who hasn't been able to do so. Now everybody's trying to wonder what's going on. I've been thought that enough. Losing a Super Bowl isn't fun.
I've been through that enough. Losing the Super Bowl isn't fun. You know, Greg he's an Eagle fan, so.
Man, Greg, you can't tell them, man. These people think that winning a playoff game is a Super Bowl, or they think a conference championship is a Super Bowl. you can't tell them that. They count how many playoff games you won. I don't care if you won one. If the next year you win a Super Bowl, I'm rocking with that. Drake May is finna go to an AFC championship. If he goes to the Super Bowl, if they lose in the AFC championship game, they lost. Never had some same weapons like Dak Prescott. Give Lamar CD and Pickens Lamar playing with average wide receivers. And give Dak their defense.
We'll call it even.
I don't know how you have top 5 in offense and defense and you get bounced.
They were refusing to get him good outside wideouts, and he has gotten better from the pocket. Look at his numbers. I watched him religiously.
I'm not saying Lamar isn't good. I'm saying when he gets to the playoffs, he wets the bed. Now, Lamar in the regular season looks fantastic. Look like a video game. He gets to the playoffs, he wets the bed, just like the rest of the quarterbacks do. He wets the bed. Dak Prescott wets the bed. Josh Allen wets the bed. Joe Burrow wets the bed. They piss all down their leg.
Okay, Greg. So that he has 2.
Okay.
Oh, what up, Taj, man?
What's up, man? Lamar playing with the average offensive player. Lamar made those guys. Name me one of the all-pro receivers Lamar played with in their prime. Yes, because the way that the Ravens have built the team, they built the team and the Ravens have always built their team like this, which has been to have an elite defense. That's how the Ravens have always built their teams.
Yeah.
They have.
So you got to take that up with the front office.
They have solely built their teams on defense. It's similar. It's very similar to Pittsburgh Steelers. That's how they used to build their teams. They built their teams to rely on their defense and have the offense to do enough to not lose the game.
And he said Ravens defense is trash. Okay, that was 1 year. What about the other years?
The Ravens are not known for having trash defenses. They had a trash defense this past year, but the past few years, their defense have been elite.
looked great last night after watching Seattle put
Nah,
BTA.
man, Seattle put belt to him, man.
Did you watch last year Bills
Bills
and
and
Ravens?
Ravens, both QBs were awesome. It's just someone has to lose. I mean, of course, that's how football goes. Somebody gonna lose, but if you elite, you can't continue to lose in the playoffs year after year after year.
Yeah.
You just can't. Ravens also have had a good running back and good tight end and great defense. Taj, they don't want to talk about that. They run game have been elite. Derrick Henry has been elite. Derrick Henry has been for years touted as a top 2, top 3 running back in the league. Mark Andrews has been a top 3, top 4 tight end in the league. And the defense has been elite. Lamar Jackson just pisses himself in the playoffs. True Grizzly, we said that this year the defense wasn't good. We said in the past years the defense has been elite. This year the defense wasn't that good. But past years the defense has been elite. Pittsburgh has always had elite wide receivers. Yes, they have, but they have built a team on the back of their defense. A la the Steel Curtain.
Yeah.
A la Troy Polamalu. All those guys. If you talk to anybody about Pittsburgh, I guarantee you their defense is going to come up first. I agree with you, Greg.
I seen my team make it to Super Bowls, lose Super Bowls, and win Super Bowls. I only care about the wins.
Only care about the wins. That's all I care about. Did we win a Super Bowl this year?
And I do believe we did say this previously.
I agree with you, C's. Pat Mahomes, he took full advantage of his window. Now that's an elite quarterback. That's a guy when he gets in the playoffs, is Super Bowl or bust. And for the most part, Pat has been on the winning side of those things, along with his coach Andy Reid.
Lamar made Mark Andrews. Remember, Andrew dropped that catch to the plane. Hey, True Grizzly fighting, ain't it?
He does.
He fighting.
He dropped a pass. What about a pass he dropped? Forget all those other years Lamar Jackson lost in the playoffs. It's the pass. Mark Andrews, he made you.
Oh, that ain't it. And don't forget the kicker missed that kick that year.
This year. Boy, y'all didn't want to get in the playoffs this year, boy. Y'all gonna get embarrassed. The Ravens would have got embarrassed this year.
Yeah.
I didn't even want my team to go to the playoffs because it was gonna be embarrassing.
It was gonna be ugly. Pittsburgh can't get you.
Man, they just I don't know what it is about that. I don't know if it was Mike Tomlin. I don't know who it was. But after Roethlisberger, boy, it's been putrid.
Yeah, ever since Big Ben hung it up, they just I agree with you on that one.
The Steelers, man, they got a quarterback issue.
So AFC has better QBs, NFC has better complete teams.
That's something to think about.
That is something to think about.
I have to go and look into that, man. But that's a statement to think about.
And when you think about it, when we talk about AFC, we only talk about quarterbacks on that side.
That's true.
And NFC, we talk about the team. So
I have to go look into that, man. But that's a good statement.
Yeah.
If Dallas could just stop the run, they would win the ring in 2018. Todd, that's true, boy. CJ Anderson told us a new one, boy.
Versus
he ran. Boy, CJ Anderson ran through us, boy, like water.
That man just came out the car. He wasn't in nobody's shape.
We could not stop him, boy.
All the teams in the SE this year are really equals. Uh,
I said this that the AFC was wide open.
yeah.
I said this early in the season that it can be any team that comes out of the AFC to go to the Super Bowl. I've said that consistently, so I can kind of agree with you there that that it was wide open. It wasn't just one dominant team in the
Right.
AFC like it always been. Like in the AFC, it's been like who's gonna be there with Patrick Mahomes this year? We know Patrick going. Who's gonna
Right.
be Patrick Mahomes in the AFC? We was already penciling the Chiefs in years prior. It was like the Chiefs are gonna be there.
Even if they got through in a wild card, we already knew they're gonna be in the AFC Championship game.
And what happened was the Chiefs, before the past couple of years, their division was so weak that they was just steamrolling their division, and so we knew they was gonna make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to when the Patriots was up and coming with Brady. Like the Patriots division was so weak that we knew the Patriots was going to make the playoffs regardless, because the Dolphins was trash at the time, the Bills was trash, the Jets was trash at the time. So it really wasn't no competition within the division. So we knew they were going to win the division. The same with Patrick Mahomes. But now things have changed. Now Denver got something to say about that, along with the other teams in that division. So it ain't just no runaway no more. But in that window, Pat Mahomes took full advantage of that. And I mean, he took full advantage of that. Calling is similar to that. And however, if Mark Andrews would have caught that ball, it wouldn't change Lamar's career. I also want to help in when he was winning.
Well, he gonna make sure y'all know that Mark Andrews had caught that ball.
Oh man, his career would have changed. Lamar's career was hinging on that ball by Mark Andrews.
He would have been the GOAT.
Not all the other playoff losses, but that last playoff loss, Mark Andrews, man, tore that man's career down. The Eagles had the best roster for at least 4 to 5 years and only has one. That's true. They've had a good roster for a while, the Eagles, and yeah, they've had a Howie Roseman put together a very good roster, and yeah, one Super Bowl. They had 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl out of that. I mean, I guess that's okay. I mean, you have Jalen Hurts, so they didn't have an elite quarterback. But you would think they would have at least more Super Bowl appearances in the past, 4 to 5 years, at least 3 Super Bowl appearances. There is 1, 2, and 3 top tier QB. I can care less. Mahomes, Stafford, Joe Burrow. I can care less of what games you think you won in the playoffs. Have you won a Super Bowl? Then again, if you have not won a Super Bowl, you lose this year. On that list, Mahomes and Stafford have won a Super Bowl. Joe Burrow has not won a Super Bowl. Is Joe Burrow talented? Of course. Do I think he's a really good quarterback? Yes, I do. But he has not won a Super Bowl. He consistently loses in the playoffs, along with all the rest of the quarterbacks. Dak loses in the playoffs as well as everybody else. Ravens would have just lost the next week, even if Taj, you just can't argue. Grizzly just fighting, man. He don't know why he fighting. He know good and doggone well the Ravens weren't gonna win no freaking Super Bowl whether Andrews caught the ball or not. He know good and doggone well. And wasn't nobody gonna beat the Eagles team last year, no way. And I'm a Cowboy fan. Oh my gosh.
Eagles put together an elite roster. and the ADHD quarterback ruined everything.
Man, I'm gonna tell you that tush push ruined everything, man. Him getting his fingers on that butt and pushing forward, that's what ruined everything, man.
You know, Greg he gonna represent.
Oh, here come Greg, boy.
Everyone calls Jalen Hurts a bum. He's been to 2 Super Bowls and has won 1. Let him know, Greg.
Greg.
Oh, and then he's shooting shots. Or Burrow doesn't make it to the playoffs.
Greg, if you ain't won a Super Bowl, man, you lost. And that's just it. Every year, man, the Super Bowl a buzz.
Yeah. Is Stafford about to win Super Bowl again? He could very well.
He can very well have another Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. That's very well on the table. And some might say he might be the favorite right now. They did split with the Seahawks this year, so we'll see how that game goes, but we shall see. Greg, don't nobody care about that Make-A-Wish QB. Oh, man. This man called Jalen Hurts a Make-A-Wish quarterback.
Wow.
Taj's hitting the below the belt. So what is your thoughts on the Cowboys with Dak? Me personally, I don't see the Cowboys winning anything with Dak. It could be the same with Lamar and Josh. It could be. We just see what kind of team they can able to build around it. You know, if you can build a championship, it's the same with Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is an average QB, but they built a great roster around Jalen Hurts, and they won a Super Bowl. It's the same with any quarterback. If you can build a good enough roster, any quarterback can go to the Super Bowl if you build the right roster around them. So it's the same thing.
Yeah. This is a very interesting, very true point. Patrick has had back-to-back Super Bowls with 2 suspect rosters, both in Super Bowls. Eagles and 49ers had better teams.
That's true. And that's why I said the only elite quarterback we really have is Pat Mahomes because of the teams he's had. Pat Mahomes has legitimately had teams out there, and I'm like, man, how in the world they cannot stop this? They literally have Travis Kelce, and that's it.
That is a fact. And who are they elite receivers?
They literally had Travis Kelce and just a bunch of randoms outside on the receiver. And somehow Pat Mahomes gets it done. But Grizzly tells me that they ain't gave enough help to Lamar. And Lamar's supposed to be like that.
If your team isn't Chiefs, Eagles, or Rams, you haven't won in today's NFL.
Hey, can't argue there.
That was the last 3.
I try to tell them that, Greg, man. If you haven't won a Super Bowl, man, you ain't won nothing. I don't care if you're freaking 8-3 in the playoffs. If you ain't won a Super Bowl, you ain't won nothing.
Oh man, then you got season on it. Hurts is the new Tebow with a better team. Y'all get up my boy Greg back, man.
Man, Greg, they on you tough, man. I tried to help you out, man. I'm not a Hurts fan. I tried to make the fight fair. I didn't go in on Hurts. I tried to make it fair. I'm not a Hurts fan. I mean, I don't think they won because of Jalen. I think they won because they just had a really great team that year. The defense was out of this world. Yeah. And the run game, Saquon was playing out of his mind. But they won a Super Bowl. Shout out to Taj. He said Dallas front office don't truly care about winning. To Jerry, media attention is bigger than the Super Bowl win. I have to agree, man. Winning in Dallas is secondary. Media attention is first. We all know this.
Yeah.
Jerry can care less about building an actual complete roster. Every year we got one thing that don't match. Either we got a really good offense and the defense is trash, or we got a good defense and the offense is suspect. This is the first time we've had a decent run game.
Yeah.
That's why the Eagles have been one and done after every Super Bowl appearance.
Wow.
Man, the Eagles should have. Man, the Eagles. To be real with you, the Eagles should have at least made it to a conference championship. Man, with that defense they had, the Eagles should have made it. They should have made it pretty far. They didn't make it far, man, because of Jalen Hurts, and I just have to say that the quarterback play was not good this year.
We appreciate y'all rocking with us with the fan takeover, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all subscribe as well, man, so y'all can know every time we go live or when we drop content.
Jalen done turn the ball over. Dak with the correct team, he will find a way to lose the game. Well, let's give Dak the correct team, and then we'll see. Right now, that's just a guess. Let's give Dak a Jalen Hurts type of team, and then we'll see. Give Dak a 2,000-yard rusher.
Then we will see.
We'll have that conversation. True Grizz, Jalen is literally a Make-A-Wish kid and a short bus rider. He's not even good enough to be the driver. Yeah.
You know Greg coming.
Here come Greg. It's easy to come at a player that doesn't defend himself about winning. He's done that at every level.
I give him his flower. He's won at every level, but
he's also been criticized about his throwing ability at every level too. This is the same guy that got benched in the college football championship game.
Yeah,
because he couldn't throw.
Yeah.
So we know Jalen Hurts' Achilles heel is appreciate that.
Appreciate
we know Jalen Hurts' Achilles heel, man, is throwing the football, man. He's not elite at it. He's a capable thrower, but he's not elite at it. Eagles OC was hot trash. He wasn't that good, but man, y'all, it wasn't all his fault, man. There was a ton of open guys. Go watch the all 22. You'll see a ton of guys open, and Jalen Hurts just running with the football in the backfield. I know he's gonna be the scapegoat this year, but
okay, what's gonna happen next year if it's the same ordeal?
The reason why the Eagles suffer, man, is simply they didn't have the type of run game they've been having. The previous years, the reason why the Eagles were unstoppable because you could not freaking stop their run. Point blank, period. This year, the run game was average. They relied on Jalen Hurts to do more.
And it's something that we always say. What are you going to do when it's tape on you? When that film is on you, they have film on you. When they started to stack the box like they did all year this year and force you to play as a pocket quarterback, how did you look? Because all I've seen all year, it was one read. If that one read wasn't there, he was looking to move around. That's what I saw. If you go and look at the all 22, there was a lot of that.
Just go look up. It's easy to pull up the all 22. Go look up the all 22 and look up their offensive plays. It's a lot of guys who were open. When Jalen Hurts threw that pick, AJ Brown was open. Jalen is scared to risk it because he's going to be out. Oh man.
Hey.
Caesar, he's gonna be out of the thing. That defense, man. That defense gave up 48 points, man. Hey, True Grizz, tell me how much the defense gave up to Green Bay.
Go look up that game and see how much they gave up that game.
Go look and see how many points they gave up.
That top 5 defense you brought up.
Go tell me if they look top 5. Go look up the points they gave up and the yardage.
That was with Michael Parsons on the field.
Michael Parsons played too. And then come back and tell me. Tell me what you find. Don't criticize the OC. next or going forward when the Eagles struggle again, Jalen is going to roll out of a clean pocket and throw the ball out of bounds. I can't dispute that. Jalen Hurts be having some good pockets, and he get outside the pocket, not understanding that he's limiting himself when he gets out the pocket, because you cut off half the field rolling left or right. You have a better chance just stepping up in the pocket, but he doesn't feel comfortable doing that. So, evidently it's become a bad habit of his, and either he's going to fix that or the Eagles going to continue to struggle.
He said Jalen is going to throw for 3,500 yards like it's 1991 or something. I mean, that's kind of been their game plan, but that's not gonna work anymore. You gotta adjust.
You gotta adjust, man. Teams now, they're not letting the Eagles run the football no more.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts gonna have to go out there and beat teams with his arm. Just plain and simple. Teams are saying the teams are selling out. What's up, Daniel? Teams are selling out, man. And they're saying, man, everybody gonna beat us except Saquon. Jalen, if you beat us, beat us.
Yeah.
That's how teams played the Eagles this year.
Okay, great. He said when the OC called 4 verts against a cover 4 with nothing underneath, who can Hurts throw to?
And that's another thing too. As Hurts, when you get to the line of scrimmage, man, it's okay to audible. It's okay to change the play. A lot of times with the OC
Any audible?
I never seen him do it, but a lot of times the OC, when he calls a call, he doesn't necessarily know what the defense is coming out in. So he can call a call, but he don't necessarily know they're coming out in quarters or a cover 4. So he doesn't really know. It's up to your quarterback to come out there and read the defense and say, oh man, we got the wrong play for this coverage. Let me change the play. Let me get us in something a little bit better. The offensive coordinator isn't always going to guess the defense right. He's guessing what defense they're going to be in. They could have been playing cover 2 for the past 3-4 plays. And then he called something to be cover 2, and they come out here and now they're in cover 4. It's up to your QB, your general, to say, oh shoot, we got the wrong play. This play don't work well against cover 4. Let me get us into a cover 4 beater. Let's get into a zone beater. $3,500. I was gonna say the same thing, Taj, but C gave him 35. Same year, 20 Cowboys also ranked top 5 offense as well as number 1 in points. And the offense didn't play well, but the defense gave up almost 50. You didn't tell me how much the defense gave up, Grizzly. Hey, you stop cheating. You go tell me how much that defense gave up. You going to do unnecessary research. You didn't do what I asked. I asked you to go tell me how much that defense gave up, that top 5 defense. The Packers punter didn't even participate. Thank you, Taj. I don't think the Packers punted once in that game. Y'all using the excuse when the Cowboys, the data 23 top 5 offense and defense. You blew your team from winning the bed. Dak had a great team there. Grizzly, tell me how much the top 5 defense gave up, Grizzly. How many points did the top 5 defense give up in the playoffs? Tell me. And then we'll talk about that. I already said the offense didn't play great. I haven't defended Dak. I've never said Dak was this or that. I said Dak loses in the playoffs. I've said that. But Greg, you fighting, man. Jalen was second in MVP without Saquon, but he can't play ball. Get him off your back, Greg. Hurts don't even know audibles exist. It's a foreign language to him. That's all I'm saying, man. As to my time to say he mad. You can't hear you, John.
Todd, you want to know who your people is, man? Tell them who your people is, man. Who your team?
All I'm saying is it's up to Hurts to make sure they get the right call in, man, or to audible to a right call. But that pre-snap is very important. 2023, Dallas started the game down 27-7, like it was a 1v1 basketball game. You score, you keep it. No, it started out bad. It was 27-7. Dallas could not move the ball, and the defense was giving up touchdowns left and right.
Here we go.
There we go. Dak threw 2 interceptions. Yeah, he did. Against Green Bay. It was 48-32. If Dak didn't throw those picks, y'all had a shot to win.
But did they punt that game?
I think the Packers punted once that game, and it was later on in the game. Dak had a terrible start to that game. The only reason why the score looked like it does is because of Dak Prescott. The defense gave up almost 50, True Grizzly. The top 5 defense you claiming, they gave up almost 50. The top 5 offense.
He said I don't do research. I'm giving you what you remember.
The top 5 defense gave up almost 50. The top 5 offense gave you 32. If the top 5 defense was playing like a top 5 defense, they wouldn't have gave up 50.
That's what he had. I think he's talking about Jalen Hurts. That's what he had this year, 3,500 yards in 2026 is shameful.
A healthy season with 3,500 yards for a quarterback in today's game is not good.
Yeah. Second in MVP and then got bounced the first playoff game. And he's talking about 2023. Jalen was second MVP the year they lost to the Chiefs. He said that Green Bay game was Eberflus in a Quinn mask. That's the only explanation I have.
Man. Dan Quinn sabotaged that game so tough, man. Dan Quinn was out there. I thought the doggone water boy was calling plays. I'm like, God, dog.
He said Dak threw the pick 6.
Yeah, Dak did throw 2 picks. Mm-hmm. He did.
He said he went out 3 and out on their first 3 drives.
They did.
Yeah. I guess Taj gave Greg his answer. He said, I'm a fan of a team that has 5 rings.
Now, Dak started the game off terrible. He did. The only reason why we got back into the game was because of Dak Prescott, though. And when we had a shot to get it within 1 score, the defense just could not get stops. If the defense gave up those points, all Dak had to do was match the points, right? Cowboys ended punt twice while the Packers punt once. Dak threw a pick 6. The only reason why we got back into the game was because of Dak Prescott. The defense could not get stops. This year alone, the only reason why we won the games we won this year is because of Dak Prescott. Majority of our games this year was shootouts because the defense couldn't win. The defense could not get off the field. In that Packers game, in that playoffs, the defense could not get off the field. We got within 1 score, and we needed a defensive stop, and the defense just could not get a defensive stop all game. The defense gave up points from the first quarter to the fourth quarter.
Dak is always good when he's losing by 21 or more.
I mean, I think Dak plays
I'll be
good.
right back.
I think Dak plays good when he has a chance. When he has a chance to survey what the defense is doing. Like most teams, or most good teams in the playoffs, their defense gives them a chance for the offense to fill out what the defense is doing. And so the defense keeps them in the game so the offense can get going. When you go look at, for instance, look at the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes didn't start off playing great, but their defense kept them in the game until Pat Mahomes figured out a way to get things going. And a lot of teams do the same thing. Pat Mahomes, a lot of other teams that have won Super Bowls, the defense anchors them. Dallas defense did not anchor them. The offense isn't always going to come out clicking on all cylinders. Just not going to happen all the time. But you will hope that your defense don't give up 30 points in the first half. But Dallas in 2023, defense gave up 30 points in the first half. So that's the thing there. They was rated top 5 in the regular season. They were not top 5 in the playoffs. And granted, like I said, did Dak play great in the playoffs? No. Did Dak win in the playoffs? No. Dak doesn't win in the playoffs. But like I said, he joins a long list of other quarterbacks who you guys say that's elite. They all lose in the playoffs. And you guys give a ton of excuses of why they lost. Me and True Grizzly just went back and forth about Lamar Jackson, and he gave me a ton of excuses why Lamar Jackson was losing in the playoffs. But he don't want to hear none of the excuses for Dak Prescott, the reason why Dak Prescott lost in the playoffs. He said, you haven't answered my question. When the Cowboys give up a TD, why Dak didn't match the... Like I said Dak got off to a bad start, True Grizzly. I said that. I said they got off to a bad start. You will hope that your defense will anchor you until that you can get things rolling. But Dallas started the game off bad. The offense just was not clicking. It was a combination of a ton of things. Bad play calling. Dak wasn't sharp. Couldn't get the run game going. There was a ton of things. So why the offense could not move the ball in 2023. But like I said, True Grizzly, you made a ton of excuses for Lamar Jackson on why he doesn't win, but you don't want to hear none of Dak excuses of why he doesn't win. You went back and forth with me, and you defended Lamar Jackson tooth and nail, and he loses in the playoffs. And I told you, I said, my quarterback, Dak Prescott, loses in the playoffs too. But behind every loss, there's a reason. Behind every win, there's a reason too. Everything ain't always black or white. Everything ain't always cut and dry. But like I said, we made our point that you make excuses for who you want to make excuses for, and you don't make excuses for other players. Y'all make excuses for Lamar and all those things, but Josh Allen, Lamar and Josh on the same ceiling as that. Only reason I give Lamar and Josh a pass because they are younger. We know what Dak's ceiling is. However, Lamar don't do anything, he'll be just like Dak. He's just like Dak now. Plays very well in the regular season and gets to the postseason and loses. What you mean? They all on the same playing field. They all put up great numbers in the regular season and they lose in the playoffs. What are you talking about, True Grizzly? It ain't he getting there. He's there. Lamar Jackson ain't no freaking rookie. He's there. He's had multiple appearances in the playoffs. He loses. This ain't no one-off. It ain't like he been to the playoffs once or twice. No, we have a good sample size. We understand. I'm no Josh Allen. The Broncos, he's just another guy type of quarterback. Once Josh Allen lost to the Broncos, he's just another guy. Josh is just the same as the rest of the quarterbacks. Josh is like Dak, Lamar. If they don't have a great team, they're not winning. Are they good quarterbacks? Yes, they're good quarterbacks. There's really only one quarterback in the league that can win in spite of, and that's Pat Mahomes. He's the only guy that can win in spite of. And that's still, way to be seen because they had some elite defenses. The Chiefs' defenses were elite. Dak is getting older. Dak has had 2 good seasons. He's not in them guys' class. He is in the NFC with the carousel of quarterbacks. Yeah, Dak is mediocre because he can't win the playoffs. Neither can Lamar or Josh Allen. Once again, if you cannot win a Super Bowl, you're in the same category as the rest of the quarterbacks who cannot win a Super Bowl. For whatever reason you want to give them, whatever excuse you want to make up, if you cannot win a Super Bowl, you're in the same category. Whoever you like or whoever you don't like. I gave excuses because you gave excuses for Lamar Jackson. When I said that Lamar Jackson's in the same boat with Dak Prescott, you gave me a ton of excuses. So I gave you some excuses of why Dak didn't win. But I said yet and all again, Dak loses in the playoffs. And I'm a Cowboys fan. I say it.
Dallas is literally the only team in the league who doesn't look to be aggressive in free agency, and the front office wants to make contract negotiations like pulling teeth.
That's another reason why we don't win. Our front office don't like going. Our front office don't like going to get talent. They like to build in the draft and hope they get lucky on drafting the right guy.
Yeah.
That's how they like to build a team. Other teams that win, they go out and get talent.
Yeah. Let's see. You said,
go ahead.
Yeah, can he at least get to the NFC Championship? I will be satisfied with Dak. He can't even get there.
No, he hasn't got to the NFC Championship. But I don't care about NFC Championship. To me, it's Super Bowl or bust. If you do not win a Super Bowl, you lose. It's that plain and simple. At the end of the season, it's one winner. Everybody else lose. That's the game of football.
Todd just saying we like our guys. It's like nails against a chalkboard. That is a fact. For sure.
Remember, their loss are different too. Cowboys lost to
lose because of Dak.
That
Lamar last year because the kicker and Andrew didn't catch the ball.
Dez caught the ball, and it was a mad birthday year. I believe Dez caught the ball that year. They called it not a catch, so therefore we lost. And I did not run around with that. Oh man, they cheated us, man. Had they said Dez caught the ball, man, we would have won a Super Bowl. I didn't carry it like that. I said we lost. Plain and simple. It is what it is. I don't know, Taj. They want to rank losses and who lose better. Well, this guy lose. Lamar lose better. Lamar, he got to the AFC Championship, and that loss looked good.
And that's the truth, though. I get what you're saying, but not every QB is going to win a ring. We know that.
I'm well aware of that. I'm well aware of that. It's the rest of the chat that's you guys not aware of that. When I say that these guys are in the same boat, they can very well go down as QBs who did not win a ring. They're in the same boat. At the end of your career, nobody goes and say, you know what, man, he had 2 NFC Championship playoff appearances. At the end of your career, they count Super Bowls. That's what they do.
You better ask Dan Marino.
They talk about Tom Brady because of his Super Bowls. They don't care how many wins he had in the playoffs, who he won against, none of that. They say, how many rings did he get? We talk about Pat Mahomes because of Super Bowls. All these guys get talked about because of winning. Did you win a Super Bowl? That's universal. That's in everything. That's in sport. That's in basketball. They talk about how many rings you got. True Grizzly, I answered that earlier, man. I said I believe we can if we build the right roster, man. I believe any quarterback has a chance to win the Super Bowl with the right roster. Mary fumble was bigger reason for that loss than Dez catch. That could be big too. That fumble was big.
That same year, the Cowboys got away with one on the Lions. It happens.
It happens, man. They got cheated. We got cheated. That's football. Cowboys have talent, can draft talent. Jerry is the problem. He doesn't care about the cap. He make all his players wait instead of giving them a contract early. Thank you, Greg. This is one of the biggest problems with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Instead of Jerry paying guys early and saving money on the cap and saving money and giving them and getting a better deal, he drags it out, wait till the very last moment last year, and have to end up paying a ton of money to guys. He can extend them and save money. He don't extend them. Remember, Brady won his 3 Super Bowls because the kicker made the kick. You need the other guys to do your job. That's why I say you need a good team around you. That's why I told you Dak can win with the right team around him.
Case in point.
But still, all in all, Brady's name is brought up because of the Super Bowls he won, regardless of how he won them. Nobody go back and say, man, Brady only won because his kicker. No. Nobody says that.
Now they say he got 7 rings, and that's what it is.
That's just what it is. Not every great QB wins one because they do, because Jim Kelly went to the Hall of Fame because he lost 4 Super Bowls straight. Jim Kelly was. You can still go to the Hall of Fame and not win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, as far as legacy, being ranked as a top QB of all time, they talk about Super Bowl rings. When you name the top 5, top 10 quarterbacks of all time, it's because of Super Bowl rings. They call Brady the GOAT because of Super Bowl rings.
And prior to that, it was Joe Montana.
Yep. It's because of, do you win Super Bowls? It's just that plain and simple. Either you winning Super Bowls or you losing. He said, no way Dak is worth $60 million a year.
That was the market at the time.
At the time, it's the market. And the market's going to continue to grow up. It just is what it is. The QB market is always going to be crazy like that. Put Dak in McVay's scheme. I want to see something.
Yeah, I don't want to see that boy.
Man, we're not even gonna get the coaching, Taj. Man, we've had some horrendous coaches, man. Jerry, son-in-law. What's his name?
Who?
Jerry's son-in-law. The coach that was here, Coach Clapp.
Oh, Garrett, yeah.
Boy, Garrett. We had Garrett for 10 years.
10 long years.
Yes, they do. That's the barbecue argument all the time, but his kicker saved him. It might be an argument between people of why he won, but still, all in all, he's looked as the GOAT because of Super Bowls. Taj, Dak is like golf. Dak don't have a clutch gene to win it all. McVay let go of golf. Once again, man, anybody can go to a Super Bowl game if you have the right team around you. It's just that plain and simple. And if you have good coaching. Look at the Seattle Seahawks. You think they quarterback elite? No. Stop it. But he very well could end up in the Super Bowl because the team he has around him. When we wait to pay players, the price of the brick goes up. Tell them, Taj, man. They don't know how much them bricks cost, man.
Yeah.
Everything ain't 16 a key.
Jared could have paid him early instead of waiting minutes before kickoff to resign Dak.
That's what cost. That's
how you
Dak,
get to $60 million.
That's how Dak ended up getting the $60 million. Greg, I'm just.
Oh man.
Okay, if Dak is gone, Jalen Hurts is different. Oh my gosh.
Sheesh.
Rams had same team. No, they went this first of the QB and won the next year. Yeah, because they had a really good team. They had a really, really good team, man.
Yeah. Oh.
From Detroit, and I tell everyone that golf is mediocre at best. But if Detroit get the right players around, man, they can go for a Super Bowl run, man.
Guess we got a Patriots fan in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man, rocking with us, man.
Patriots,
make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. And make sure y'all subscribe as well, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight.
Y'all doing y'all thing this year, Patriots. I ain't got no hate for you, man.
Yeah, y'all doing y'all thing, man. He said that Differ make a Pro Bowl or win a Super Bowl MVP.
I think Dylan might have made a Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I think he probably made a Pro. Let me see. I'm curious about that now. So. I think he made maybe one. It probably was around that Super Bowl run.
And True Grizzly, it wasn't the same identical team. They added some talent to their team.
Let me see.
What year did the Rams win that year? What year was that?
The Rams?
Yeah.
And then True Differ was a Pro Bowler back in '97. So
the Rams, they won. Was it in 2022?
That sound about right. Yeah, 2022 is their last. Yeah. Oh man, Taj, he letting them go tonight. He said pass by another fraudulent team. Skyler, man, he going after your people, man. Going after your people, man. Who did they add that was different, brother? Hey Dan. True Grizzly asked who did they add that was different?
I need to go look at their roster. I don't even remember the full roster of the Rams that year.
I think they added Odell that year.
They did have Odell.
And of course, the quarterback change, swap for that. Who was on that team that year? Anyway, let's see.
Was Cam Akers always there?
Yeah, I think he was pretty much there. I don't know.
They added Bobby Wagner. They did add Bobby Wagner.
Bobby Wagner that year. Then Ramsey was added that year.
Jalen Ramsey was added.
OBJ.
OBJ was added.
And he was balling before he got hurt during it in the Super
So
Bowl.
that's 3 people there. True Grizzly. I have to do some more research, but they added OBJ, Bobby Wagner, and Jalen Ramsey. Which Jalen Ramsey and Bobby Wagner probably gonna have a good chance to go to the Hall of Fame. So you add 2 Hall of Fame players and a very good receiver in Odell at that time. He was playing at a good level. Yeah, you added 3 key pieces. So it wasn't an identical team. It's rare that mediocre quarterbacks win it all. It's one every 10 years. Yeah, it's a rarity, but if you get a good team, you can have a shot to win. Look at the Eagles. The Eagles just won it last year. They won it because their team was really, really good.
Or was it because the quarterback was mediocre?
Well, they
I'm just going off of what he said. I don't know.
He said the mediocre quarterbacks rarely win. I say, man, if you get a good team, you can win. It's just that plain and simple.
Oh, he said Bobby Wagner wasn't.
He wasn't on that ring squad. Okay, I stand correct. He wasn't on that ring squad. Like I said, I gotta go do some more research. I don't quite remember the roster front to back when they won, but I do know they had Jalen Ramsey, and I do know they had Odell. Goff lost the Super Bowl with the Rams. Goff had another good team with the Lions and lost the first round. Stafford had a shot to win it, and again, yeah, Stafford won. But Stafford also used to piss the bed in Detroit too. So
it's situations, right?
It's just whatever situation you put in, man. Right timing, it can work out for you. Stafford balled out on the Super Bowl. He did, but he had a great team. And don't get me wrong, Stafford is a really good quarterback. So I have no hate against Stafford. But the Rams was a really good team that year.
X.
They was a really, really good team. They had a very great team around Stafford. So, and a Triple Crown winner. So, but Stafford's a really good quarterback. But I stand by what I said. If you build a great team around a quarterback and he's average, man, you can win. You can. The Eagles won last year. That was just evident. The Eagles had a really good team. All they needed Jalen Hurts to do is just not lose it for him. It's just plain and simple. But chat, Detroit never had a team for Stafford. Give Stafford the same team like Dak, Lamar, Josh, A-Rod, he would won more chips. Goff, Rams, the team was better, and Bill exposed him badly. Goff's Rams team was better. I mean, that's debatable, but all in all, I stand by what I say. If you build a good team around a decent quarterback, you have a shot to win. Goff got close. He didn't get it done. They took a gamble, and when it got Stafford, it paid off. Stafford came in, he was seasoned. Stafford was hungry, and they got it done. And Sean McVay, man, he's a genius of a coach. He's a really good coach. With that all being said, situations matter. It don't matter how great you are. It matters about the team. Stafford was in Detroit pissing the bed. they thought Stafford was going to go down as one of those quarterbacks who was never going to win a ring too, who was just going to have really good numbers. But, situations matter. You get in the right situation, you can thrive.
Yeah, and look at he's 37.
It don't matter the age.
I'm just saying, but they make it seem like Dak is 40. Like that, this can't happen.
Quarterback life expectancy is way longer than what it used to be because of how they take care of the quarterbacks. You can't just beat up the quarterback like you used to in the old days. In the old days, nothing was off limits. You can knock a quarterback head off. And that's why quarterbacks life expectancy in the NFL didn't last long. But today's game is different. The life expectancy of a quarterback is long, simply because you just can't abuse a quarterback. So less shots he's going to take, less punishment he's going to take, unless he's a running quarterback. Now, if he runs, then yeah, you can lower your NFL expectancy. But if you're primarily a pocket quarterback, you're going to last a pretty long time. So I don't get all into the he's his age. So I don't get into that. But Chad, I got a question, man. Who y'all out of these teams, man? Who y'all got going to the Super Bowl? We're down to 4 teams left, man. Who y'all Super Bowl picks? We have Denver going against New England Patriots. We have the Rams going against the Seahawks. Who y'all got going to the Super Bowl?
Drop it in the chat.
Drop it in the chat. Who you got coming out of the AFC? And who you got coming out of the NFC? I think it's going to be the Rams and the Patriots. But I do think it's going to be a good game against the Rams and the Seahawks. They're familiar. They're very familiar with each other.
Yeah, that's my pick too, the Rams and the Patriots. I think Broncos, that did them in, both getting hurt out for the year.
I think it was still going to be hard for them to win, even with Bo Nix.
Yeah, but it just is almost impossible now, just with Stedman at the helm.
Their defense is going to have to play lights out.
And I think the Rams, their offense is going to force Sam Darnold to try to keep up, and when you have to depend on him too much,
I think that game is going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a runaway. I think
I don't think it's going to be a runaway, but
they split this year. They're very familiar with each other, so they know each other's weaknesses and strengths. So I think that game is going to be a lot closer. I believe that the Patriots and the Broncos could be a runaway.
Oh, okay. So True Grizzly said Rams and the Patriots, and then Greg got the Pats and the Seahawks.
He said the Seahawks gonna take the Rams. That'll be devastating.
That would be devastating
because the Rams went all in. The Rams went all in to win this year, man. They got a really good roster.
Mm-hmm.
For them to come up short, boy, that'll hurt.
That would be tough. True Grizzly got the Rams winning it all.
I think they should be favorites. I believe at this point in time, I think they should be favorites. Pass by default, and Rams because Sam is trash until proven otherwise.
Oh man.
He didn't look good last game. They won.
Yeah, they won in spite of him.
They won big, but they won in spite of Sam. That man Sam had 1 touchdown, man, and 1 interception. Well, he wasn't out there looking great.
And he said Sam Darnold. Yeah, I think he got like a oblique strain or something like that.
I don't want to hear about all that. His playoff. Just put up or shut up.
Yeah, you gotta put up, man.
If you hurt. Go ahead and pack your bags so you can go on home, man. It's one and done.
See, he said Sam was 12 and 17, but I think it was on like 109 yards or something like that.
That man had 100 yards, 1 touchdown,
Let's see.
1 pick.
What was it? He had 124 yards on 12 or 17.
What won them the game was that run game. Kenny Walker was a monster.
Man,
That's what won it.
19 carries for
Plus the
116.
defense was playing lights out too. That's what won them the game. The defense played lights out, and then Kenny Walker was a monster that game. So that's what won them that game. Now, if they can come out and run that ball like that against the Rams, they're gonna get around some problems. Because the more you can keep Stafford and them off the field, the better.
That's the name of the game there.
You want to limit his chances on offense.
Yeah, so Greg, if your prediction does come true, it's going to be because of that running game.
And it ain't gonna be because of them. No.
Thoughts on CJ Stroud? I think CJ had one good season as a rookie and fell all the way off. Bryce Young playing better now. Go figure. Bryce was considered the bust at one point.
This is the first time you agreed tonight, True Grit.
That's true. I can't argue on that one.
I said that earlier in the show, True Grizzly, that they crown these quarterbacks too early. They come out and have a really great rookie season, and then now they crown them as elite and all these things. CJ Stroud had an amazing rookie season, and then he come out, they talking about he's top 5. And then, he's been wet in the bed ever since. He's been a shell of himself. And they make excuses for him. Oh, this and that and this. Oh, man, he hurt, he this and that. It's like, man, bump all that. He don't look nowhere near how he looked in his rookie season. Nowhere near close.
Yeah, Greg is hanging his hat on the Seahawks D.
They good, man. You going with the Seahawks? I can't fault you, man. If they can run the ball and their defense play like that, they got a shot to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I can't knock you, man. You hanging with that? I can't knock you, man. I can't knock you. And they already beat the Rams this season too, so
Yeah. And Todd said Bo Nix is inaccurate. Yeah, they was winning. He was kind of winning in spite of Bo.
Everybody know why Denver was winning, man. It was the defense. Everybody know why Denver got as far as they got. They got that far because of the defense, man. The defense is just, they have an elite defense. It just is what it is.
D-Law taught that talk after leaving Dallas and proved himself to be right. I can't argue with that because he plans like lights out this year as well. For sure.
I mean, but he went to the right situation, man.
He did.
He went to the right situation, man.
He almost went to Washington.
He almost messed up and went to Washington. That would have been a disaster. He would have retired midway through the season. Do y'all answer me this, man? Do y'all think that Jaden McDaniels is another RG3?
Ooh.
To me, the best coach in all of football is McVay. It's not even close. I can't argue with you there, brother.
I like that Texas head coach too.
Yeah, he's good, but McVay, man, he's so innovative, man, on how to use his weapons. The way that he can get the best out of his weapons, man, is masterful. Like, regardless of who he has on that offensive side of the ball, like, he's a coach that knows what to do with talent. He knows how to get the most out of a talented guy.
Yeah. He
knows where to put him. Yeah. Oh, True Grizzlies say, oh man. He said, yep, I think he is. And I think he won better. I think RG3 was better. Oh. J5, get up, J5.
They see he's got McVay and Reed as top 2 coaches.
Can't argue with you that, brother. Can't argue with that, man. The proof is in the pudding, man. I can't argue with you that, man. They should be top 2, top 3 on everybody's list. If they not, you don't need to make no list.
Yeah.
I don't care how biased you is with your team.
Taj, don't be mad. Philly won. Focus on getting better.
Well, Taj and Greg, they going at it, man.
I ain't mad, my G.
He needs to put on some pounds. Oh, hold on, you went too fast.
My bad.
He needs to put on some pounds, or he's gonna get hurt. He needs to stop running so freaking much, or he's gonna get hurt. That's just that plain and simple. Yep. Right now, with the injury thing, he's in the same boat with Lamar, and same with RG3. Like, you're just gonna have to stop running so much, man. It's going to catch up with you.
Mm-hmm.
All those hits you taking is going to catch up with you, man. You're going to have to stop running as much. It needs to stop being so much of a design play, and it needs to be more of a spontaneous thing. Like, I'm running to get out of trouble, or I'm running to just get this draw for first down. What's the next one? What you Grizzlies say? I think Kyle is up there too, because he made Matt Jones look good. However, every great coach needs a top QB. I think Kyle is a good coach. Definitely wouldn't put him in top 3, but I do think he's a really good coach.
Oh man, feel a one-hit wonder.
Ooh. Man, what happened to that Philly sound, man?
Oh, he said, Todd said Daniels needs to stop messing with that girl from USC and get in the weight room. You talking about Juju Watkins? You know that air thing.
Yeah, he don't got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of juju he got on him.
Got that juju on her now.
Mess around and mess her ACL up. He messing everybody's ligaments up.
Oh man. He's smaller than both of them from what I see.
Now, J5 is small, man. He's a 2-pick. But all in all, man, if you're a running quarterback, man.
Yeah, if you're a running quarterback, man, you're going to get them running back results.
You're going to get running back results. Them hits are going to add up, and you're going to start having those nagging injuries. You know, J5 hurt. Lamar Jackson hurt. Like, you're going to start having those nagging injuries if you're just going to be running the ball like that. They out there trying to run like they're a running back.
Just some friendly sports talk. I could chop it up with anyone. Another chat, fellas. Drop the sub and like, man, we appreciate you, Greg.
Appreciate it, Greg. You was a good sport, Greg. I appreciate that, man. Shout out, man. Respect.
Much respect, man. Grizzly said thoughts on Cam Ward and Shador. I think Cam is a better QB. Cam didn't have the same defense as Browns or better receivers core as well.
Yeah, I think the Cam showed promise, but with everything that Shador went through this year, man, it's hard to say. To have a coach that don't want you there, or to have a coach who can't even stand you. Like, or to have a coach to give you the wrong play call wristband. Like, to go through stuff like that as a rookie, like, you know, you talking about getting drafted in the worst possible position. He got drafted in the worst possible position because he went to a team that did not want him. The GM wanted him, but the coach did not want him. Neither did the owner.
And wouldn't even let him practice. Get reps.
You had no training camp. You got 0 reps. Even as a backup quarterback, he was getting 0 reps. And most backup quarterbacks get 15 to 20% reps just in case they got to go into the game. He wasn't getting none of that. So the verdict is still out on that. Cam Ward did show a lot of potential. But I would like to see Shedeur Sanders with a whole off season, a whole training camp with a coach that actually is going to believe in him and put him in the best situation. So it's not it's not the same. It's not the same situations. Cam had everybody behind him, everybody rooting for him, everybody doing everything they can do to help him be successful. Shedeur didn't. They literally did everything they can do to sabotage Shedeur. When you don't let the young fella get any reps, yeah, and then you just throw him in the fire,
Yeah.
you're not trying to help him be successful. I agree, C's.
Oh, for sure. Yes. He said Lamar always get hurt in the pocket. He said never got hurt running. Taj said, I want to give a shout out to the electrical substation next to the 49ers practice facility. That's the real MVP of the season. We talked about that last week.
That's diabolical, man. They do have an electrical substation near the 49ers, and it's causing all these injuries.
Man, this is like a 10-year sample size of people that getting hurt there. They're having lower extremities injuries.
And they $1 billion owner would not move the facility.
As if we gonna move now, golly, it's costing them championships now.
Man, they ain't gonna move, man. It's the same way like playing on grass is safer, but they don't want to spend the money to upkeep the grass, so they play on turf. When you have a higher risk of having lower extremity injuries, you would think that you want to protect your investment. You got millions of dollars into a player. I want to put him in the best situation to be safe, so I can get my money returned.
Facts.
Not him sitting on the bench hurt.
Opinion.
NFL is in trouble. These young QBs are trash so far. Look how the QB plays in the playoffs so far. I think the mold of the NFL is changing. I think we're finna go through a different era. We come through the passing era. I think it's finna change and go into a defensive era. I think we're going back into another defensive era. I think this era, if you want to win, you're gonna have to have an elite defense. And I think we're going through that era. Philly had an elite defense. Most of the teams that are in the playoffs right now got elite defenses. I think that we're going through that mode now. I think it's going to be a different era. I think we're moving from the passing era, and I think we're going to go back into this defensive era. Just my opinion. But yeah, the mode is changing. I agree with you, True Grizzly. It's the second time I agree with you tonight. I think we're changing eras, man. I think we're going back to the defense and the running back. I think running backs are going to be their value for the shoot back up now. Before running backs was becoming obsolete, I think it's finna shoot back up.
Mm-hmm. I think this is true. Young QBs don't develop because they all change schools in college. I think that's becoming a thing that's going to hurt a lot of people's development too.
And I also think because the college game is different from the pro game. The college game is all this spread option running, all this kind of stuff. When you get to the pros, they asking you to play quarterback from the pocket. And it's like, I didn't do that in college.
Or read defenses.
Or they asking you to read defenses or stuff like that. And a lot of quarterbacks didn't have to do that in college. Yeah. And so it's a big learning curve because the system that they're running in college isn't the same system that's been running the pros. And so a lot of quarterbacks struggle. Like you look at Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow amazing in college. Get to the pros, they like, bro, you got to be in this pocket and throw. He like, man, I basically played running back in college.
No, for sure. Like you said, every decade the league changes. So,
Yep, and the good teams adapt. The good teams changes with the times, and it's a copycat league. And the good teams, they copy. What win? What's winning now is a good defense and a good run game.
yeah.
Plain and simple. I think what happens, these QBs were able to sit for 2+ years to develop. Too many turnaround of quarterbacks getting drafted and can't read defenses. All our great QBs have retired. A-Rod is the last one. Yeah, that's why I said, man, the college offense is so different from NFL. And you're drafting this guy number 1 overall. He's coming into the NFL, and you're asking him to run a complete different system than what he's been running for the past 4 years. So, it's a learning curve. And then guys used to develop. They used to sit on the bench for 2 years, but we know that ain't happening no more.
No, I think the last one was Mahomes. As far as great quarterbacks, Mahomes was the last one that sat before he didn't get, just stuck in there week 1. So I think he was the last one. Then before that, I think it was A-Rod that sat before he, got his opportunity. He was able to develop.
So, it's just a different thing, man. Quarterback suffering. And then too, a lot of times quarterbacks were getting drafted, man, to a team with a good run game.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember, man, we had an era during that era, man, of A-Rod and them, man. We had a plethora of running backs, man. You talking about Adrian Peterson, LaDainian Tomlinson, Priest Holmes, Steven Jackson, Frank Gore. I mean, we can just keep going down the list of all the top running backs in the run game they had to come into. That ain't the case no more.
Yeah. Hey, Scott, good to see you again. Hey guys, where is Brian Flores going? I think he's going to end up in Baltimore.
He possibly could be the head coach of Baltimore, but it's going to be hard for him to get a head coaching job, man. With that lawsuit, it's going to be hard, man. When you sue the NFL, man, you becoming a head coach, that's going to be tough, man. But I wish the best for him. Yeah. I hope that that it works out for him. I agree defenses are doing a lot with the changing coverage post snap and changing plays seconds before the ball snap, and the offense can't adjust. It's true. Like I said, man, defenses are the way to go now. It's the new wave. We enter a new era of football. The defense are becoming elite, and if you ain't got a good defense, you ain't winning, man. If you can't run the ball, you're not winning.
Shout out to you, Robert, from Boston, a Patriot fan.
Shout out, brother. Look at Jackson Dart when he got broken down by John Gruden. John Gruden just had to shake his head and went the quarterback and didn't know coming into the NFL. Mm-hmm. No. I mean, because it's just so different, man. Those guys aren't required to do a lot for the team, man. And in college, they build around what the guy does well. If he can run the ball, that's what he's going to do in college. He's going to run the ball.
Mm-hmm. And then he's even doubled down on it, saying this is how he got this far. So he's going to continue to do that, even though you got 4 reported concussions already in your first year in the league.
He keep playing like that, he's not going to last long, man.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. You want to play running back, you're going to last long. Brian Flores was right about Tua.
He called it.
Oh, Brian Flores was right the whole time. We just said when you sue the NFL, yeah. It's tough for you. Mm-hmm. But now Brian Flores was right. Tua should have retired though, man. He should have walked away and got out the league, man. Whenever you get hit and you start throwing up gang signs and your body lock up, you get rigor mortis, it's time to hang it up, man. That's life threatening. Y'all seen the man? He was on that field throwing them gang signs. I said, "Oh man." Too much money invested into these other players because QBs get paid so much on their second contract. You can't afford to have all the tools, and mediocre QBs need to thrive. Yeah, but I think the mold is changing now. I think that teams are saying, man, we can have a mediocre QB if we have an elite defense, an elite run game. It's a new wave unless you're the Browns. Browns, man. Hey, this is why I see Seattle winning the Super Bowl. Oh, Seattle.
Hey, Greg, you got somebody on riding with you.
Hey, I said if Seattle can run that ball and play defense like that, man, they got a shot. It's wide open, man. It's literally wide open, man. If you can freaking play defense and you can run the ball, man, you're always gonna have a shot to win. Just point blank, period. Because your defense is gonna hold you down, man. The run game, man, is gonna keep you in good field position and keep you ahead of the chains.
Yeah.
I can't see Sam Darnold winning it all. He looked poor in the blowout win. He did look bad. We just talked about Sam Darnold. He looked bad. They won in spite of him. It hurts to see second year QBs making past the first round, second round, individual round, and not that. Yeah, man, but that's what happens when you have good roster construction.
Yeah.
Tua, Aikman, Steve Young, all on the route, much more concussion.
That's a fact.
Man.
That's what made them hang it up. I know Aikman for sure. If he take another shot like that, he can, possibly be paralyzed or even worse.
Aikman used to walk up out of that pile, man. Aikman be walking to the wrong sideline. They had to get Aikman a bump of that coke, man, and get Aikman up out there, man. Michael Irvin come out there with the coke in his sleeve.
Here, come bring him over here.
Get Aikman a bump, man. Boy, they used to knock the heck out of Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
He was tough, though.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Sky.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate this, Sky. Hey, if y'all haven't yet, go ahead and like and subscribe, man. We really appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. It don't cost y'all a thing, man. It helps support the channel, man.
Helps us keep going, man.
Keep going. Let's see what Greg said.
Defense travel. If you can run the ball, you can control the game. True. That's why I said, if you can play defense and run the ball, you're going to have a shot to win, man. Because it keeps the opposing offense off the field as well. Also keeps you ahead of the chains. I know Todd gonna say something wild. Amy used to have the smelling salts glued to his nose. That's probably why his eyes are always red. Y'all ever see Troy Aikman eyes, man? He be calling games. I be like, man, this man eyes is bloodshot red. And everybody be looking at him like he normal. Like, it's just normal. I'm like, man.
Oh, man.
Do we keep picking or trade him for more defensive pieces? Realistically, Sky, man, I think that we're going to end up franchise tagging Pickens. Just realistically speaking. I don't know if it's going to be a long-term deal get done. I'm just going to keep it real.
Wow.
I wouldn't do that. I don't agree with you that on that.
Wow. Okay, we got somebody missed the attitude error. JD5 is the standard.
Oh my God.
You missed us about 5 minutes ago.
You were about 5 or 6 minutes late. When we gave our whole thing rundown, I think the chat was on it. A J5 man. They say he's a new RG3 man. Some people think RG3 was better.
Uh-oh. True Grizzly said Pickens, in my opinion, is better than CD. Pickens almost bipolar, so he can't be trusted.
I don't trust Pickens. And then two, Pickens is better at CD at certain things.
Mm-hmm.
He's a better deep threat than CD. I think CD is a better route runner.
Yeah, you can do more with CD than you can Pickens. Pickens is pretty much primarily an X.
X guy. You can move him here and there, but he's primarily X guy. CD Lamb can play all over.
Wide is he, wherever you need him.
Play.
Because
his route running is that elite.
Facts.
But I think, Pickens is a better deep threat. I think he's a better 50-50 guy, 50 ball guy, for sure. They complement each other well.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I want both of them on the team.
Troy
still got the rings though. Troy, my guy, man, but it was a lot of coke being done in that era because ain't no way. Now Troy do got them MJ eyes, man.
Them yellowish red eyes.
What you call that? Troy, I thought Troy had jaundice. I thought he had jaundice. The only way you can get through an era like that, man, and still have your sanity, it's got to be a bunch of cocaine involved. That's the only way you can take those hits like that and not be a freaking vessel. They said they wasn't even feeling them hits at the time. They said they wasn't feeling them. Only way you can be that numb, man, it's got to be some booger sugar in your life.
It's hilarious to see John laughing at something I said, and then to know right away I said something. Hey, man, you been rocking with us for a minute, man. So we, you're gonna say something every week. It's gonna be something wild, man, for sure.
But now Lamb be dropping the ball like he got wooden ends. Now Lamb has a couple of bad games, man, with the dropsies, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Still had over 1,000 yards, man. He missed 6 games this year. So he missed 6 games and still got you over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
I want that guy. If the Eagles trade AJ Brown, where he dies,
where does he go?
No. It's gonna be hard to trade AJ Brown. Because of they can't cut him because I think he hits the cap almost 60 million. Something like it's something crazy. He hits the cap.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's something wild.
It's wild. So they can't cut him. So it's either trade him or just deal with his drama. But it'll be a lot of teams that'll want him. I could see him potentially maybe going to a team like the Patriots or
no, Patriots ain't finna pull up with that, bro. Very well is not putting up with that.
AJ wants to go to a team where he can get the ball on a consistent basis. Because AJ's trying to make it to the Hall of Fame. Yeah. And he knows that in order to make it, I gotta have the numbers. And playing with Jalen Hurts, he's just not gonna have those numbers consistently. And so that's what AJ mind is. Is it selfish? Yes. But that's his thing. I got my ring. Now I want my numbers. And so it's going to be interesting where he goes. He want to go to a quarterback that can throw the ball. So I don't know. I would say the Chiefs, but I don't know if they have the capital to even trade for him. Even, depending on what the Eagles are asking for, I don't know if they have the capital to trade for him.
No, that's for sure.
Maybe the 49ers or something. I don't know. We'll see.
So RJ3 never won a playoff game. Yeah.
I'm just telling you what they said about J5, man. They said J5 ain't even better than RG3, man. I'm just saying, don't kill the messenger. Agreed, but when CD went down, Pickens That's mine, right? He played well. I would gamble and get draft picks to fix the defense to call GM. That's a big gamble, man, because you can fix the defense and then your offense fall off.
Yeah. They'll go back to Bracken and CD like they did the year before.
If you remove CD and they start bracketing Pickens, you ain't got nowhere else to go.
Or vice versa. Yeah.
When we had CD and only CD, they just started doubling CD. I'm like, hey, we'll let everybody else play 1-on-1. We're gonna take CD out the game, and that's what they're gonna do to Pickens. But when you have both on the field, it's hard to bracket because one of them gonna get off, and that's what happened last year. One of them was always getting off. LT was definitely on coke during the game at halftime.
We talked about this.
No, y'all late, man. Y'all already know how LT got down. He's been very open and honest about that.
Hey, man, I'm gonna miss the game.
Man, man, LT almost missed the whole dang season. LT forgot he was even playing football. Troy looks like he's always getting choked. Nah, for sure.
He said
the coke had them taking concussions and getting. Nah, for sure, man. That's the only way you can take a concussion, man, and come back and play as much as they did. Them guys were getting their head knocked off. But it should have to be on day 8. Nah, for sure. It had to be plenty of booger sugar on the table. That's the only way that you could take those hits and continue to play. He said the Cowboys won't go anywhere till Jerry retire. Probably so, man. Probably so.
Shout out to the Nocturnal Gamer.
Probably so.
He's not gonna ever retire. The only retirement he's gonna do is
he living a long life, man.
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah.
I don't know what kind of vitamins he taking, but shoot.
Thanks. They also had 4 drops versus Philly week 1. That would have been over 100 yards worth of yak off those 4 catches. Yeah, we talked about that too. For sure. Oh, Scott said AJ would rather go to the Commanders. I don't think they can do nothing because they got Debo.
They just signed Terry McLaurin. I don't think he gonna be pouting over there too.
No, they. Oh, that's a good question from Zani.
He should go to the Bills though.
The Bills could use him. If y'all can add any player in the league to Dallas, who would it be?
That's a good question.
Any player?
Give me a healthy Fred Warner.
Ooh.
It's gonna always be a defensive player. Our defense is putrid.
Either that or Myles Garrett.
Give me a Myles Garrett. I ain't gonna argue with you.
You talking about somebody a record game?
I ain't gonna argue with you. If they elite on defense, I want them. I ain't gonna argue with you. Shoot. That coach used to be in the player.
Hey, it was bad.
Man, it used to be coke out on the field, man.
And kick it off on the field.
James traded after June 1st. The cap hit can be spread over 2 or 3 years. Yeah, but
it's still a big hit because I think he's just now going into his new deal.
He's just not going to his new deal, so that's gonna be a big hit. If they want to cut him, they're gonna have to wait a couple of years, or they're gonna have to trade somebody who would take on that new deal. I'll be calling Buffalo right now. Josh Allen crying right now. Josh Allen probably in there, like off of Harlem Nights. He crying like he's in that car. Chad and Sharp said owners don't care about cap hit because look what happened to Russell Wilson in Denver with the cap hit almost over $80 million.
That is true.
That's true.
And I think they still paying on it to this day. And he hadn't been there in what 3 to 4 seasons now. Because he went to Pittsburgh, then he's with the Giants now. But did he go to the Jets? Oh, it's just Pittsburgh and the Giants.
He went to the Pittsburgh and he went to the Giants. Yeah, they don't care about it, but yeah, it's gonna be hard to pay people.
Yeah. OG got hurt in the midst of winning one. The rest is his. Winning one of what? A playoff game?
I guess he's in a playoff game.
Yeah.
I ain't got no skin in the game, man. If that's the case, I would tag Pickens. Cowboys could pay Pickens same money as CD. Cowboys always overpay players. I said they was going to most likely end up franchise tagging Pickens.
Yeah.
Because Dallas want to put all the money into the defense. Because they looking at, man, if we can tag him this year and all that money goes towards the defense, then we can. I know Ty's probably don't say something wild, but we can do that. So I said they probably most likely going True Grizzly most likely franchise tag Pickens for sure. It's probably the reasonable thing that's going to happen, but we shall see. It's Jerry Jones at the end of the day, so ain't no telling. I ain't surprised no more. We need to move that electrical substation next to Jerry Residence. Man. And Jerry, man, he walked like he man.
He ain't even he ain't limping, man.
No, man, he walked like he got brand new legs. Do the Cowboys need another running back? Yes. We need to change the pace back. We don't have a home run hitter. Ain't had one in a long time.
What do you think about Jadon Blue? Do you think he could be that guy?
I don't know, man. They said Buddy wasn't even in the playbook like that. But I don't know. We shall see. If not, man, gonna have to drop one in the later rounds.
Yeah.
But I'm not even worried about the offense right now. I'm worried about the defense.
Well, the Dak hate is real.
Then just get rid of that. We're gonna lose. We're gonna lose for sure. Then the NFC will be a toss-up next season. I can see that. But if Dallas improve their defense, they'll dominate the NFC East.
Ooh, check this out.
AJ
for Terry from the Commanders. I'll take it.
Hey.
Maybe if the money match up.
They should be pretty close.
You Grizzly fan.
Terry would be upset like AJ. Nah, he'll be upset. AJ got a right to be pissed off. Now the way he's going about it is wrong, but he got a right to be pissed off because, yeah.
Greg said when the Eagles traded Carson Wentz, they took a lead high cap hit. It could be done. So Greg is determined.
Greg said at all costs,
get him up out of here.
Greg said we'll take the hit. We'll kill the team. Just get him out of here. Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to sign nobody, but get him up out of here. We trying to find a peaceful solution. Greg said,
Oh man. Zana said the only home run hitter in this draft is Jeremiah Love. From Notre Dame.
I wouldn't say that. I like the boy. Is that what's that boy? Is he play for Miami? Miami running back? What's his name?
What is? I know who he's talking about too. Let me see.
No, it might not be Miami. Chris Johnson's son. Is it Chris Johnson's son?
Or is it from LSU?
No. Let me see. I can't even remember. But
Is it Mark Fletcher?
No, I can't remember. Buddy name. It'll come back to me. His last name Johnson though. I can't remember who he played for. I think he was with SMU. He transferred somewhere else.
You talking about Emmett Johnson from Nebraska?
It might be. I can't remember.
He put up some big numbers this year.
It might be Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, he put up some
but Jeremiah Love is the best overall back.
Yeah.
But Dallas is looking for just a home run hitter, a guy that got the speed to take it the distance. That when he break, he gone.
Yeah.
I think Jeremiah Love is the most complete back. Who y'all think the DC will be, and why are they keeping the special team? Sky, I don't know why they keeping the special team coach. Everything on defense and everything on special teams should have been out the door ASAP.
Facts. Bring back Bones Fossum.
The DC is leaning towards Jim Leonard. Is kind of how they leaning.
That's my pick. It's Jim Leonard.
But I know they gonna interview a couple of other people. It's a couple of good candidates.
So I think Jonathan Gannon, they interviewed him, and I don't know why they interviewed Aaron Whitecotton for. He can get up out of here too. Yeah, that's who I would want, but I would want Jim Leonard, but I'm not gonna get my hopes high with that. I'm not.
They interviewed Zach Orr.
Zach Orr from he's the Ravens DC.
I'm not down bad on Dante Jones either.
I'm not either. I would not be bad. I would not be mad at that.
I wouldn't be mad at that either. So, but they casting a wide net, man. They trying to really just get the 4-1-1 on what they need to do in order to go into the next season and what needs to be addressed. And it's always good to get opinion on people that's outside of the camp.
Yeah.
You see what you see inside the camp, but what's the opinion of the Cowboys defense? And I like they went and interview guys within the division. They interview a Giants coordinator as well as Philly to try to get an understanding of
tell me what you see.
Yeah, what you see when you play the Dallas Cowboys, what you see.
Yeah.
And try to address some of those weaknesses. Next year, Kelsey come back strong. Let Kelsey retire. Bring in some fresh legs in the home. About to remind everyone. We'll see what Mahomes is. He's coming off a big time injury, so we'll see how he bounces back. But Kansas City, I don't know if they're gonna be as strong because they got offensive line trouble, and the defense is not elite like it used to be. So they're gonna have to do some rebuilding around Mahomes to try to get him a better offensive line and a better defense. Find some better weapons. Kelsey's gonna be going out, on his way out the door. So, but this year that's the reason why Mahomes got hurt. He was getting tagged. They was knocking the heck out of Mahomes.
Yeah, it needs some offensive line help. They don't have a number one receiver.
They never had that.
And then, like you said, Kelsey, he was on his last leg, and
then the defense ain't that no more.
Yeah. Eagles need a true tough OC. Jalen can take tough coaching, and
I heard Jalen demanded that they don't run nothing exotic. I heard he demanded that they just keep it basic.
That's what I heard too. There's a lot of stuff they wanted to, but he said, and I quote, the capability wasn't there.
I heard he didn't feel comfortable running certain stuff, so they don't implement it. So they keep everything pretty much, black and white, pretty much plain.
See, he said it won't help Jalen. He can't throw people open constantly.
That's true. And then Jalen he's a one read quarterback. So if his first read ain't there, he's off of that and he's looking to run. He's not properly going through his progressions, across the field. He's not going through his first, second read, third read, Zach Orr is trash. Don't get him. I don't want Zach Orr.
Yeah.
But he can't be worse than what we had. Matt Eberflus, Wine Cotton Wizard. Man, White Cotton, man, he had to be. I don't know why they brought him in there.
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Anybody who coached under Matt Eberflus, I don't want you. If you had dinner with Matt Eberflus, I don't want you. Anything associated.
Can't be trusted.
Can't be trusted. Who is Dallas picking at 12? Man, I want Caleb Downs, but I don't think he's gonna be there.
Yeah,
it's looking like Sonny Styles, man, or the defensive end out of Texas Tech.
What's his name? He said at the beginning of the show too.
I can't remember, buddy. But that's what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Idealistically, I forgot Mahomes is hurt 2 years away. Tank next year, come back start. Man, that contract catching up with them, man. It was hard for them to keep all their talent they had on the defensive side of the ball, man. They had a great window, and they made the most out of their window. Now they gotta wait till their next window open. And that window opens up, man, when they be able to rebuild the team, man. They not only got to rebuild the offensive line, but you're going to have to rebuild that defense. They paid Chris Johnson. They took up most of their defensive money.
Yep.
I will hire the DC from someone off of Seattle coaching staff and hire a special team coach from someone off of Seattle assistant coach. I would, like I said, man, pretty much anything is an upgrade from what we had last year. When you dead last in defense, it ain't nowhere else to go but up. Oh man, they said Jalen Hurts is. They said they coaching on him with an ABC mouse. Oh my God.
Oh man.
They said that man is Tim Tebow with an extra tan.
Shout out to you, True Grizzly.
Shout out, man.
Appreciate the new sub as well. For sure. Oh yeah, David Bailey.
Right. So I think it's either gonna be David Bailey. I think it's gonna. I want Caleb Downs, but I don't think he's gonna be there.
Yeah.
It's either gonna be Sonny Styles or it's gonna be, I think, David Bailey.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're brothers. Let's see.
As an Ohio State fan, Styles is very solid. I like Styles, man. He's a solid guy, man. I heard he's a film rat too. So, He's solid. So I think it's gonna be one of those guys. I think, I don't think Caleb Downs is gonna get outside the top 10.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Especially with the quarterbacks. It's not a high quarterback. Yes, Dallas has 25 free agents, and we need 25 free agents because everybody on that defense needs to go. And outside of about 5 or 6 people.
Yeah.
Outside of Overshawn, Quentin Williams, Odigizua, Kenneth Clark. I'll bring Clowney back. I'll bring Bland back. Outside of that, everybody else suspect. I got 6 people on defense currently. Everybody else need to be replaced. Brian Daboll would be a good OC. He was Jalen OC. No, Brian Daboll was a very good OC, especially when he was with Josh Allen. They was cooking up there.
He's just not a very good head coach.
Yeah, it's a difference, man. It's a different ball game, man. Some people are only meant to be OCs or DCs. Everybody's not meant to be a head coach. I agree the same thing about like Dan Quinn. I think Dan Quinn is a really good defensive coordinator. I don't think he's that on that level as a head coach. But I don't think it's more so about about the OC that they get for Jalen Hurts. I think it's going to be about Jalen Hurts, because if they can't run the ball and be special in running the ball, then the offense is going to be on Jalen Hurts' shoulders.
Facts.
I wouldn't be mad at drafting Bain at 12 either, Taj. That's another good one. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah. Dallas has 45 holes to fix on this roster and only like 7 draft picks. Jerry better be all in during free agency. And that's what we stated this a couple weeks ago, that we just can't depend on the draft. We have to start being major players in free agency.
That's why I said that I think Pickens is going to be franchise tag, because they want to use some of that money for the free agency. Because they're going to use the 2 draft picks to, and I would say this, I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas trade one of those draft picks to try to maybe go get a Max Crosby.
I wouldn't be mad at that. At least you know that somebody that's proven.
So I wouldn't be surprised, but Dallas got some cap room, so we'll see how Jared does it. See if he can. It's an awful job. Not defensive wise. Defense is some studs in their defense. Yeah, now, offensive wise, if you need some offensive guys, this is not the draft for you. Especially if you need a QB.
Yeah, this is not the draft.
But no, it got some studs in there defensively, man. Especially on the DN and linebackers. I like the linebacker out of Texas Tech too.
Yeah.
Whoever this needs a pass rusher because they have no D. Well, whatever. Dallas gets a pass rusher. Now we need a pass rusher. We need a linebacker.
We need everything.
We need safeties. We need everything.
Everything.
This is when you're the last ranked defense, you need everything. Everything needs to be improved. You cannot be last at something.
And be a player away.
I think we shouldn't have paid him.
Yeah, it's starting to show. Yes.
I think you get the same production out of Span Ford.
That's a fact. Because we don't get no yak or nothing out of him. We used to get yak out of him, and now it's just he became
not only just a yak, but we used to get the big time plays. Like he would make his presence felt on the field. Like he was flashing off the screen. That's no longer happening. It used to be like, man, Ferguson, he's been a problem tonight. That's no longer happening. Bring it and go as well, to be honest.
Get him up out of here.
But no, man, that's the truth, man. But man, guys, it's getting late, man. We got to get ready to tune out of here, man. We appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man. and spending talking football with us, man. We will be back next weekend, man, to talk about the results of the playoffs, man. So please log in, man, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when we're going live, man. But we appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man. Remember, follow us on social media and let that be known. But until next time, peace out. Yeah, baby.